どうも。4代目とお見受けしますが、今日はこちらに一体どんなご用？
菅井と話がしたい。だが。
Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to TTS Xbox Podcast, episode 120, 120 episodes in TTS in all day, every day, all week long. And today, who's going to be TTS with me? Is the one and only Dirk Riggity. What's going on, Playboy?
Hey, what's up, Sean?
You know, there's sometimes you just get. Sometimes you get a week that it's kind of quiet, not much news. But the past few weeks, it's been awesome for us, bro.
Man. Is this like a remastered TTS, Sean?
It must be, because we always keep talking that shit, so it must be a remaster, re-bleach, you name it, whatever you want to call it, remake, whatever they call it nowadays. It must be.
So
The homies in the chat, guys, we're gonna have a lot of fun.
listen, y'all. Let's TTS. Let's TTS because this is absolutely glorious. This is beautiful. Let's talk some shit, y'all. I love it.
That's right, Playboy. Before we get into it,
I got the giggles.
You know, I forgot to press the intro when we went live. I thought, shit.
I'm about to
I was too
reinstall
excited.
Redfall, bro. I'm about to reinstall Redfall.
Oh, yeah, we're definitely going to be talking about Redfall as well. But before I give a shout out to the members, can you get the supers player?
Of course, bro. Of course, my mans. The homie, Adidas 20 with the 10. The clouds in Detroit are brighter than the clouds in the UK. Baby.
What's he trying to say that, Dirk?
I don't know. Digital Foundry gives Detroit clouds an 84. Look at that. Look at that. No, he's talking about your boy Marlon, though, because he was talking about the clouds. I don't know if you saw Darkman yesterday, but he was talking about the clouds.
Yeah,
it's like you ain't at work, so you don't be listening to shit when you ain't at work.
Yeah. I listened to it.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Long live the Black Mamba with the 2. Forza is fire. Turn 10, don't miss. 60 FPS and ray tracing. Now, Sean, you said that the 60 FPS ray tracing mode is the way to go because I just did the performance mode. That shit looks incredible, though.
Yeah, to me, I just feel like there's just the reflections, maybe. It's between both of them, but I would definitely say like what people are talking about, the 60 FPS and dirt mode is the perfect way to go.
Ain't that some shit? Deploy with the 5. I play Forza in visual mode. Looks and plays incredible. Didn't like the way it looked in performance ray tracing mode. Hashtag PlayStation has no games. Yeah, I haven't seen the ray tracing mode, but I know on performance mode it looks incredible, bro.
You know, I tried it in the full 4K, whatever you want to call it, and bro, it was bad. But when you from performance mode jump down to the proper full experience, you can feel it, bro. It looks great, but you can feel it's like a slow motion.
Okay. So you're talking about the 30 FPS?
Yeah, the 30 FPS, the full blown, whatever you want to call it, the full spec.
Yeah,
you feel it, bro.
Yeah. Lord Star Killer with the 5. Why did Sony and Jim Ryan intro PS Video Pass? Because they said F them ponies. PlayStation has no games. TTS Lord Star Killer. Yeah, Sean, I like after last night, people was talking about my reading. I said I just need to slow down a little bit when I'm reading these super chats because sometimes I try to read through them fast. Randy G with the 2. Are you guys excited for The Last of Us 2 remastered? Yes, we're very excited, bro. Can't you tell?
Of course we are.
We super excited about that shit, man.
Yo, man. But before we get into it, let me get these members. Starting with the one and only Mr. Fernando, Sarcastic Toros, Magnum Westwood, Jonathan, AB, Doom Reaper, Wolf, 9 Lives 210, Silent Cypher, Dollar Knight, God Emperor Sofa King, Joey Kraken, Primus Gaming, KJ60, Raiden Blade, Drone TJ, Dragon's Blade 79, Focus Active, Terrell Smile, Shizno Elite, Max City Entertainment, Stanley Franco's, Chicken Eye 210, Top Notch, Aya, Remy, Dog 420, Zigger, Windows 79, The Hoodoo Canuck, Kubini Gaming, Duke Togo, Party Animals there. I believe you kind of blocked him yesterday by mistake or something. Kumar, Meet the Cheetah, The Lazy Otaku, Jay Evans, GG Intellect, Will Mayday, JW Universe, Dragonheart Yobi, Evan Huff, Vape Invader, Sarah Grant, Mo Bees, C4 Scales, the blue one, Zodiac, Bizzle G, Big Boy, Mike, Ozzy, Creed and Eve, Jonas the Dad, Ray Ray, Trayborn, Tom Weldon, General Spartan, Unknown Soldier, Shady, Iron Mike 404, The Reign of the Something, Her Elbow Gamer, Brian Gibbelt, Smitty Smith, Dusty, Little Larry, Big Mad Mo, PlayStation Destruction, Rich Sedeku, Emmanuel 1, Platonage, Fortabro 117, Mark Smith, Ray Ray, Amal Kafaji, Hector the Macho Man, The Mechanic, Scratch Acid, Trace Town, Adidas 20, Spoonie Love, Boss Red 77, Victor Motherfucking Click, Hassan Abu Zaid, Zena, Abiel Israel, Mark 2068, Hydo, Onyx God, Suffer the Pain, Squiggles, Fons Hodgin, Soy Time, Mangs, J Sub, Panicus Boss, Cococho, Lord Star Killer, Long Live the Black Mamba, Chargasm, Raging Cajun, Carl Weeb, Gaim Shaw, Gummy Hernandez, Bunty, Reggie Lee, G Style, 2Man55, Lawrence Davenport, Javier Overdale, Hotspot, Why So Serious, Lighter Money, Mr. Eldrick, Chia Walker, Jigai J, Angry Therapist, My Gums, My Baby Gums MBG, Maurice Branch, Kendrick Star, Dirk Rickety, Chill Carlos, and the awesome Justin March. Shout out to you guys, man, and shout out to the guys in the chat. And let me give a shout out to, I believe it's Lord Star Killer for gifting 5 TTS memberships earlier today as well. So shout out to him and give a salute to whoever got the memberships. Make sure you give him a shout out as well. Now, Dirk.
Hold on. Got 3 more super
Oh,
chats
you're
before we
yeah,
start.
let's go.
Long live the Black Mamba with 5. Nobody bought The Last of Us 2 the first time. What makes Sony think anybody will buy it again?
And listen, there's some ponies actually believe it's going to be selling like gangbusters. We got receipts. You know we got the receipts. So be ready for it.
Let's go. Lord Star Killer with the 5. Factions sank into the abyss, never to be seen again. Yep. Some guy, man, I should have screenshot that shit, bro. He's still saying factions dropping next year. Damn, I should have screenshot it. What was I thinking? He said factions still dropping next year.
He actually said that.
Yeah,
Damn
he
it.
said Bungie delayed it for this year, but it's still dropping next year. So yeah, fuck it. I don't know where it's at. Justin Boudrin with the 5. Rather be listening at home while gaming, but I live I live at my POS job. Thank you guys for making work bearable. Appreciate y'all. No problem, Justin. We appreciate
anytime,
you, bro.
man. Appreciate you guys supporting us and watching us, and just hit that like button. Shout out to Justin March for gifting 5 TTS memberships as well. Shout out to you, man.
What's
Respect
up,
to
man? How you doing, my brother?
We got Marv in the chat. We got Webdave. We got Hitting the Fields Goal, Game Shock. You name it, guys. We're gonna get into the first topic straight away because we're gonna talk that shit. We've been talking about this for a minute now. For a minute. Since this PlayStation 5, this pitiful dog shit PlayStation 5 started this generation, they've been full of director's cut, remasters, and remakes. That's what they've been doing with the main flagship titles. But we were saying, do you know what? Come on, it must come to a point where they're gonna stop. They have to stop now. Let these studios, instead of making remakes, re-bleach, whatever you want to call them, let them make new games. But today some information came out about a game. And this game, it had a multiplayer game that was supposed to come out this year, dude. But for some reason, that game is being put on ice. And we'll definitely talk about that later on. But today, a leak has happened from Naughty Dog. Someone who works at Naughty Dog. Actually still working for Naughty Dog. And when it comes to that leak there, do you want to guess what it is? Is it a brand new... Is it Last of Us Part 3? Is it that sci-fi game they're supposed to making there? Do you want to guess what type of game is there from Naughty Dog?
Please tell me.
Today?
Please tell me.
See, you don't know? You don't want to guess?
No.
Let me show you something there. On the screen right now there, I want you to look at this. This guy is still working for Naughty Dog. Please read out to the good homies in the chat what it says in the description.
Lead outsource artist. Naughty Dog full-time. He's a full-time employee. Responsible for overseeing the production of all outsourced environment, art assets, weapons, and interactive props for 2 iconic titles. The Last of Us Part 1 and The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered.
Repeat that last part again, there.
The Last of Us Part 1, which is, of course, a remaster of The Last of Us, and The Last of Us 2 remastered.
Guys, take a look at this shit. This is the #1 studio. This #1 studio is out here making remasters, remakes, and remasters once again. We call them re-bleach. That's what we call them over here when it comes to TTS and WBG. This is crazy to me, there. And we've been talking about this for a minute. We have been saying to these PlayStation dudes, you piece of shit ponies, you keep forgetting about your own house. You're out here telling the other person your house is full of shit. You should clean your house. You should do it this way. But when the person comes to your house is full of shit. Your house is messy. You always forget. You're looking across the street, but you're not looking on your own street corners. That's the problem right now. But there's so much information has been coming out for PlayStation. Once again, a couple of days ago, there. Please tell the good people in chat. Naughty Dog was working on a game, a multiplayer game. What game was that?
That's The Last of Us Faction, sir.
And what happened this past week? What we've been hearing about from Kotaku, Jason Schreier, and these guys.
Well, they laid off some contract employees, but now the head of the monetization for the game has left the studio, left the project, I should say. They're having some issues over there. We don't know if the game is coming out. There's rumors that the game is not coming out. And this is a direct quote from the Bloomberg article. Sean, The Last of Us Factions, while not completely canceled, it is on ice, my man.
It is on ice. So I tell you straight, that game is cancelled for now. They're not going to talk about that game for a minute. They were supposed to talk about the Last of Us Factions this year. I remember when Neil Druckmann podcast was at Jeff Keighley show last year, saying next year we will reveal it. Only to find out the game has been put on ice. But the best they can do right now, is a fucking remaster of The Last of Us 2. And when did Last of Us 2 come out?
That will be 2020, my man.
So that's 3 years now. So let's call it 4 years. So next year, a remaster from a 4-year-old game is coming out. And you know for a fact, they're going to be selling that bitch for $70. A re-bleach game 4 years ago for $70. Now, how crazy is this to me? When these dudes were making fun of us last generation, Halo, Gears, and Forza, look what's happening to your PlayStation first-party studios. Every single one of your first-party studios, your top-tier studios, are making remakes, re-bleach, director's cut. That's what's happening right now. Naughty Dog, the last game they dropped, when was it there? In 2020.
Yep, 2020.
They dropped a brand new remake, which is an old game. That's the 4th time they're selling that bullshit. PS3, PS4, PS5, and the PC. Now they're coming with a remaster from a 4-year-old game. Is this what we're doing right now? Who's making fun right now? Bitch had the nerve to talk about Spider-Man. That was a remake as well.
Mm-hmm.
On top of that, they had the nerve to sell director's cut to your punk asses. And you worried about Xbox?
And you worried about Xbox?
And you don't worry about Xbox? About what? Look what Xbox is doing. The lineup. All kinds of games. But you worried about Xbox, but you forgot about your own house. You forgot about your own first-party studios, what they're doing. They ain't doing shit. Even Sony Santa Monica's making some DLC shit, and we'll talk about that in a bit as well. None of your studios are making brand new games. They're struggling. That's what they're making remakes and re-bleach games right now. Now, Dill, what do you want to show to the homies?
You mentioned the interview from the Summer Game Fest in 2022 when they revealed The Last of Us Factions.
Ambition has grown, and we're not quite ready to fully unveil it, but we're ready to lift the curtain a little bit and just give you like an update of where we're at.
Okay, well, what can you tell us about this new standalone multiplayer game?
Yeah, so we have a concept art that we want to show.
Concept art, Sean.
But what I can tell you is that this game is big.
Okay.
It's as big as any of our single-player games that we've done, and in some ways bigger. It's got a story. The way we're telling that story is very unique to this game. It's got a brand new cast of characters. It takes place at another place, another part of the United States.
It's like that city might be somewhat familiar, some people.
I'm sure our fans have already figured it out. And it's really cool, and it's being headed by Vinith Agarwal, Anthony Newman, and Joe Padnatti, all veterans of Uncharted and Last of Us.
Oh yeah.
And you're going to see a lot more of this game come next year.
Next year,
Yeah,
and
well,
that's
next year
today.
we'll hear
That's
more
this
about
year.
that one.
Sorry.
That's this
Okay,
year.
Well, very exciting. That's
There you go. He said it. Me and Sean is not making this shit up. You
Facts.
heard Neil Druckmann himself say we will hear more about this game next year, and this interview was from 2023. So I just want to show that,
No,
confirmation.
you have to do because sometimes people say, you know what, these Xbox guys are lying. When did Neil Druckmann say that? When did he say that shit?
There you go.
He said that shit last year, only to find out that when Bungie came in and slapped the shit out of them, they put that shit on ice. But there, I want to pull up something for a quick second, and I just want you to just talk about the last part of the sentence. Just read it about the highlighted part. I just want to talk about that for a second. Can you read it out to the homies, that last part, when it comes to the Last of Us 2 remake? Dirt's on mute at the moment, so he must be busy. He must have a phone call.
Are you? I'm sorry. I was talking. I just forgot I was on mute because I drank some water. Are you hyped?
Now, Dirt, can I ask you something? Dirt, it's been what, three years now? Just over 3 years from 2020 when we played The Last of Us. Me and you completed it in one weekend.
Yep.
Are you hyped for a remake, re-bleach, remastered game from Naughty Dog?
No. I beat The Last of Us twice because remember the first time, like you mentioned, we beat it in 1 weekend. I was trying to review it because back then I used to do like reviews once in a while. Excuse me. So I reviewed it. Then earlier this year or maybe last year, I said, let me play through this game again to really just take my time with it. So I beat it twice. I beat it twice. So and I gotta tell you, the game looks good. I'm not sure what they're going to be able to do on the PS5 that's not already done, besides maybe 60 FPS. And to charge $70 just for 60 FPS and everything else is the same is going to be an absolute ripoff. To be honest, because the game already looks damn good. I was playing it earlier. I cut on my PS5 for the first time in months because I'm going to do a video about this topic and I needed some Last of Us 2 footage. So I cut on my PS5. I had to sign back in. The PSN has been so long, bro. Yeah, so the game still looks pretty good. And I don't know what they're going to do. He's at 4K blood flying off of Joe's face.
Oh,
That's
man.
going stupid. Yeah, I mean, the only thing I could think is 60 FPS and maybe higher resolution, but that game has a film grain, so I don't know, bro. I don't know what they're gonna do. I can see if Factions was going to be a part of it, but that's not happening. So that shit is stupid, bro.
We've been talking about this for a minute, me and you and the homies in the chat as well. It's been a crazy year, and we always said this: keep an eye on your own game, keep an eye on your favorite console. Rep it. Talk about your console. Talk about what's happening. If there's a problem, address it. Just like we did back in 2018, 2019, 2020. You need to improve. We've seen the improvements right now. It's getting better and better. Do they still make mistakes? Of course they do. When they make mistakes, we'll check them. But when it comes to this year alone, I feel like a lot of the guys, and when I mean a lot of the guys, the motherfucking ponies, have just been hating and hating and hating. It's come to a point right now, guys, it's making me laugh. That 80 rated games means it's a failure. 80 rated games means it's a flop. That's the type of shit we're talking about right now. That's the type of shit we're dealing with right now. Games are coming out in the 80s there. Is a flop.
It's crazy, bro.
Half done, half baked. Last generation, these guys were having a lot of fun. Let me tell you something. They're having a lot of fun because some of the first party IPs or second parties, they were hitting the 70s or 60s, some of them as well. Besides the flagships were hitting the 80s and Horizon were hitting the 90s. But for some reason, this year alone, 80 rated games, it's a flop. It's a disgrace. It's the Game Pass effect. But you go back to like the homies in the chat. Johnson just mentioned Ghost of Tsushima is a motherfucking 82. Spider-Man bitch ass swing to the left is an 87.
Right.
Miles Morales punk ass is an 85.
Mm.
GT7 is an 87.
Mm.
What the fuck are we doing here right now, guys?
Did you say Ghost? I'm sorry because I missed it.
Ghost of Tsushima, yeah, Tsushima, whatever you
83.
call it.
83.
That's right.
Yep.
Dude, what's going on right now? For some reason, these guys are saying games are getting 84, 85, 86. It's a flop. Half baked. Game Pass effect. What's your take on this when all of these guys are talking that shit and their favorite games have got the same scores or maybe lower?
Sean, they put themselves in a corner because they started this shit, right? When Xbox was getting 60s rated games and Crackdown was in damn near in the 50s, and they put themselves in a corner. Now Xbox games are in the 80s where their games are. Now there's exceptions like, you know, God of War is in the 90s and shit like that. But you know, God of War and Forza Horizon are two games that's in the 90s from both first parties. So they put themselves in a corner to where they was talking so much shit. Now, if a game don't reach 90 because God of War reached 90, they're not including Forza Horizon 5 because it's a racing game, quote unquote, right? They're not including that. So anything that's not in the 90, they try to talk shit. But at the same time, y'all games ain't been reaching 90 lately either. You just said a bunch of games. Like I said, God of War is really the only exception. What else first party game reached 90 over there?
Nothing this gen when it comes to the first
Besides
part.
God of War,
only
right?
one, I think it was a remake, Demon Souls.
Demon Souls, but that was a remake. Right. There you go. So they put themselves in a corner. Now they're up here like, yeah, a 85, a 84 is bad. But bro, you literally said like I read something last night from one of them ponies said these games are failures. Hi-Fi Rush and Pentiment was way better. The AAA games are, bro. Hi-Fi Rush was what, 87?
87, 88, something like that.
Pentiment was 86. So these games are literally 1 or 2 points higher than the AAA games, and they're bragging. And bro, it's like it's ridiculous. But at the same time, they're talking shit. But they will praise Ghost of, if we're going by Metacritic, they praising the shit out of Ghost of Tsushima.
They said that's the best game that's come out of PlayStation last gen, yeah.
Bruh, I got a receipt of a dude saying this is what a 90 plus game looked like. No, it wasn't 90, you piece of shit. It's 83. So that they started this. They started this shit, Sean.
That's
the
right.
Metacritic. We weren't talking about Metacritic scores. Bro, Metacritic score has been around since what? The PS1 generation?
Easy. The Nintendo days, like them days, bro.
Probably even back then. But nobody was talking about it. It started last generation. Even in the 360 generation, people wasn't, the Metacritic scores was not in the console war. Pony started it last generation. Now a game in the 80s is bad? I would love to look up some of the classics in the gaming industry and see their Metacritic. I guarantee some of the classics are in the 80s. Metacritic
100%.
is nothing but people's opinions concocted into one score, the average of all these opinions. And it's bullshit because there's people that's biased. There's people that hate Xbox. There might be some people that hate PlayStation. It's biased. But we use it as console war ammunition. But at the end of the day, PlayStation guys started this shit. They started when Crackdown 3 was a 50, whatever, with 9. When State of Decay 2 was a 63. When Sea of Thieves was in the 60s. Look at these scores. Look at these scores. Now, PlayStation games, the few games they have, isn't hitting 90s as much as they wanted to. Now it's the issue. Bruh, Ghost of Tsushima hit at 83, right? Now remember, Gears 5 was an 85. Halo Infinite was an 87. Ghost of Tsushima hit at 83. Nobody said shit. You know why? Because it was still a good game. I'm a bot, and I will admit it was a good game. Days Gone hit 71. I like Days Gone. The only people that said something about Days Gone hitting the 71 is us bots because we was talking shit. But PlayStation guys, what'd you say? Man, they crazy. This game fire. There you go. So I hate them all because y'all started this, and guess what? We gonna finish your whole. Let me get these super chats, Sean.
Let's go.
Black Mamba with the 2. They doing Last of Us 2 again and still without factions, bro. Bro,
You ain't lying, bro. You ain't lying, bro.
Do you know that tweet I did earlier with Doc Laugh and John?
I love that. I love that.
You know who liked that? Jack Moon Johnny.
Did he?
He liked
Oh,
that
shit. Oh, shit.
I was like, he liked this tweet.
You know, but you know, I'll be honest with you. I like Jack Move. I don't
Jack
mind.
Move was
He's all right.
Jack Moon was one of the best ponies in the community because he won. He would call Sony ass out for real.
Yeah, he's funny, bro.
And he's a funny
like
guy.
He's a funny
Even
dude.
when he used to roast Xbox, he used to be funny, bro. He used to have me cracking the fuck up.
He's a funny guy.
He a funny dude, man. Long live the Black Mamba with the 2. They talked about Halo and Forza and only got The Last of Us and Aloy. Facts, bro. Remastered again? And don't forget about the rumor they're about to remaster Horizon Zero Dawn. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, the first one as well.
Yeah, the first one. I don't know what happened with that, but that was a rumor, man. I'm telling you, dog. I don't know how true this is, but this was a Naughty Dog employee. He mentioned that shit.
He's still working for Naughty Dog.
Yeah, he's a current Naughty Dog employee.
Current.
Bruh. David Aranda with the 5 remastering 3-year-old games just to prove how they're struggling at PlayStation headquarters. Absolutely. Sean, you said it several times already. I mentioned it last night. My podcast was mostly about that. Y'all need to stop worrying about Xbox. Because y'all thinking 85 Metacritic is ammunition, bro. You know, I had like 3 ponies come in the chat last night trying to talk shit about 85 Metacritic. Bro, that's a good score. Y'all thinking this is ammunition. That's how delusional they are. They're so delusional. They thinking 85 is bad. I can see if it was 65 or even 75. They coming in there like 85 is a bad score. 2 points higher than Ghost of Tsushima. 13 points higher, 14 points higher than Days Gone. But they want to come in there acting like, yeah, that's a bad score. And try to talk shit. Bruh. Something wrong with these dudes, man. Jimmy Bell, €5. PlayStation has no games, but hey, for that extra 40, you can watch their their trash ass movies. LOL. Absolutely, man.
Oh, we'll definitely talk about that, bro. That's some funny shit.
Lonely the Black Mamba with the 2. Now we're going to see Joe die in 4K 60 and burn the PS5.
Oh man.
Joe got him ass whooped.
Punk.
Deus Ex Machito. Sorry, I'm sorry about that. 5 with the 5. Redfall just got an update, including 60 FPS support. Yeah, man, we saw that. I got to reinstall it to see how it is. Because, you know, there was a lot of things I liked about the game, bro. But, so I definitely
it might be
go
a
back
different ball game now.
Yeah, I'll probably finish it again with a different character because first time I finished it with the black chick. I'll go back and finish it with a different character. Why so serious with the 2? Dreamcast got a face look like my car after a race in Forza. Or you be scraping the walls, huh?
Oh, shit.
Called Weed with the 2. Tango said Hi-Fi Rush was an expensive game to make. I wonder how expensive.
Yeah, I'd like to see. It might be in a high, like 75. It might have been like 50 to 75 million, bro.
For Hi-Fi Rush?
It's possible, bro. If this thing is expensive, it could be a 50 million. Bro, they had good voice actors, all that bullshit going on with it.
I'm thinking 20 at the most, bro.
It's not 20. Come on, dude.
Bro, that shit ain't no $75 million. No mocap or none of that. Nah, man. That shit about 20.
It must be 50, man. If they consider 20 a lot, then I don't know what to say, bro.
20 million is a lot, bro, for a double A game.
Yeah.
Hector the Macho Man with the 10. Jim Jump Ship, more release game, cancel projects, PS5 is burning homes, ABK deal is going through, and Sony has no games. Ponies need to worry about washing their stinky ass and stay off X. You're right, bro. 100%.
He's not lying, bro.
He is not lying. Oh, man, I'm telling you, bro. This stuff is crazy. It's like, I mentioned this new pony. I don't know who he is. It's probably PS Gamer in another, because that's who he remind me of. Every time I tweet something, he's right there saying something. And every time he gets no likes from nobody. Bro, you need to worry about y'all shit. Stop worrying about where Xbox is going. Xbox is all right. Y'all need to worry about dog shit PlayStation. Heck to the Macho Man just explained it. Soy 2 mains with like member for 5 months. Sony, the Pistons of the NBA. I'm getting banned. You damn right you are, you piece of shit. The Pistons gonna be good this year. Well, I don't know how good they're gonna be, but they're gonna be better than last year.
Oh man, yo, this is crazy though. But I'm gonna pull up a receipt there for a second. Now, remind me that I've forgotten. Remind me, how much did The Last of Us 2 when it comes to sales? How many games did it ship?
A good old 10 mil, Sean.
Good old 10 million then. That was a brand new IP. It was a sequel, sorry. A sequel to a brand new IP, yeah? So people are looking forward to the game. But guess what? You think people are going to be looking forward to a re-bleach game? But I was wrong there. You got ponies out here talking this crazy shit.
Oh my God.
This remaster is going to sell like crazy. Motherfucker, the first one only sold 10 million, just above 10 million. And you talking about a re-bleach game's going to sell like gangbusters?
That dude is fucking annoying, bro.
Really?
I saw him like comment on the shit you put yesterday, man.
Yeah, I know.
Like, we ain't friends, bitch. Like, he trying to comment like we friends, like you friend. Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
This is a shit I'm talking about, guys. Dudes out here not even like calling out Sony. Let's be real. There might be a couple because they're getting frustrated now. Because they can see the fucking picture, what we want to call it, the writing on the wall. This year alone, let's keep it real. They had 2 dog shit showcases. One completely broke everybody. Let's be real in May. The second one, they start giving it 11 out of 10 because they said it many times. Yo, we can't do it back to back. We can't dog shit on PlayStation Showcase back to back. Nah, we can't do that. We did it in May. We got to keep it real. 11 out of 10. But getting back to this day, remakes, complete editions, everything that's happening with PlayStation this year alone has been absolutely crazy to me there. The changes, forget about that. They didn't even talk about Jim Ryan's punk ass. That punk ass is not doing nothing anymore. He's sitting behind he's in the toilet or some shit. He's done, dusted, sitting, just waiting, letting this new dude take over. If that was Phil Spencer, hell with it. If that was fucking Matt Booty, they will go absolutely mental.
Mental.
When Bonnie Ross went, they went crazy. When Joseph started, whatever the fuck his name is, they went crazy. This is Jim Ryan. This is your leader. And you didn't say shit. And now, once again, you're talking about remakes and remasters. And what's going to happen there? They're going to defend this. I'm willing to pay this. Make it $80. That's what's going to happen there. That's crazy to me. They're not asking about factions. Nope. Nothing about factions. Even though information's come out, the game has been put on ice. No. Let's not talk about that. Let's just talk about Forza Motorsport getting an 85. Shit is crazy to me, there. Absolutely crazy to me.
Like you said, Sean, that's like, well, I can tell you something. I know some people that constantly, every time I visit them, they're constantly gossiping, bro, talking about other people, kids, talking about this dude grew up to be a piece of shit, this dude ain't shit, this girl ain't nothing, and the whole time their son is a damn loser. I can tell you who it is after the show. Like, y'all don't know him, but and I'm like, why are y'all talking like everybody else kids, but when y'all kids a piece of shit?
That's right.
And that's exactly how I feel about PlayStation. Fanboys, they up here talking about Xbox and want Xbox to be a failure, want Forza Motorsport to be a failure, still talking about Starfield 3 weeks later, talking about this, talking about that, talking about Phil Spencer. And at the same time, PlayStation is imploding. From Jim Ryan leaving to factions being canceled pretty much to being hacked, Bungie getting sued. They admitted that they were hacked, saying it could possibly happen again, to KOTOR being canceled, Deviation Games being canceled. Their first-party roadmap looked like shit. They had 2 terrible PlayStation shows this year. Y'all have no first-party games for 2024. Y'all dropping Spider-Man 2, and they're acting like that's going to destroy Xbox when this is the 3rd Spider-Man game in 5 years. They think, bro, and y'all worried about Starfield and Forza Motorsport. Y'all need to worry about y'all own shit. Like I said, Sean, these people I know, I'm telling you, bro, they talk about everybody and their mama.
Mm-hmm.
But their kid is mistreating them. Their kid has no job. Said he ain't getting a job. They still taking care of this grown ass man. And they talking about everybody else. Ponies, y'all the exact same. Look at your own house before you start criticizing somebody else's house. This ain't the Xbox One generation anymore. You had all the ammunition. You was talking mad shit about Xbox One. But this is not the Xbox One generation anymore. On top of all of the stuff that PlayStation is going through right now, Sean, what's about to happen next week? The ABK deal about to be final. So y'all go ahead and keep on worrying about Xbox.
85 rated games.
Xbox 85 and 84 rated games. Something y'all was trying to, y'all wanted to kill, y'all wanted dead. Jim Ryan himself saying we can't recover if this happens. Everything for 18 to 19 months, maybe 20 months, I believe. Guess what? The shit is about to be final in Xbox favor. So what are y'all going to do now?
Hey, Dad.
Yes, sir.
You know, when we talk about, you know, like, they're not concentrating on their own box, their own platform, seeing what's going on. But I'm sure with this news coming out today, like, do you know what released today for PlayStation? Some good news. Great news.
What's that?
Look at this shit! Once again, guys, Horizon Forbidden, or the Whole of the Mountain Complete Edition is out there today. We should celebrate. PlayStation dudes, you got the Complete Edition. Celebrate. It's available today on the PlayStation 5. Woo! Woo! Like that.
Woo!
We should be celebrating that.
Yeah, man.
This is a brand new game, ain't it? Or did it come out last year? There?
Oh, it came out 2 years ago, my man.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! Hold on, I'm sorry. There's somebody to send me something. I gotta listen to it right quick.
Look at this shit. Horizon Whole of the Mountain Complete Edition's out today on PlayStation 5. Is anybody talking about this? Nope. Do you know what they're talking about? Forza Motorsport. That's what they're talking about. Do you know what they're talking about? Forza Motorsport is a flop. That's what they're talking about. And the reason why? Because it's Game Pass. This shit is crazy to me. And even if that was not enough today, I got some more news for you. Are you ready for it,
Let's go.
Take a look at this shit.
What is this? Is this today?
This is today, whatever you want to call it. All of the news is coming out from PlayStation is pure dog shit. You're talking about DLC. Dude, what are we doing here, Playboy?
I didn't even see this, huh?
Re-bleach. Of course you didn't see it. Last of Us Re-bleach. Aloy, that fat bitch, Complete Edition. Now we got God of War coming out DLC or some shit. What are we doing here, Playboy?
What?
Antonio, what's going on? Predator, what's going on? That's his new name. What's up, Pred? H2O. What's going on, Killer? DLC. This is what we're doing here right now. You're there. How crazy is this to you? Complete editions, remasters, remakes, DLCs. What are we doing there?
Sean, I'm not the smartest man in the world, but we're all smart enough to understand what's
There-
going on.
That's the time there. Just in case, just look at it. Let me
Oh
highlight it.
shit, that shit was.
That was just literally just like I don't know, whenever, soon as.
Oh, that was yeah. That's 159 for you, because it's not even 159 yet. I'm like, what the fuck? You in the past?
I'm from the future, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, the future. So okay, I'm about to look that one up. But Sean, listen, man. I think it's pretty obvious what's going on, bro. If all of these things are true, which I believe they are, because we've already seen several remasters, or as Sean says, re-bleached games. If this DLC, God of War DLC, is true, also, Sean, it's only one reason why. PlayStation ain't got no damn money, bro. They can't. They are not even doing new games for real. I know Naughty Dog is supposed to be making some space game. Okay, fine. They're making a lot of games as a service. DLC instead of a new game? What is going on, bro?
You know what they're gonna do with that?
Unless it's gonna be a massive DLC like Phantom Liberty or something. I think they might do it like that.
They might do what Miles Morales. They might exactly do that and put all of them pigeon-chested missions in.
Goodness, bro, what is going on? Worry about your own house, man. Worry about your own house, y'all. Don't worry about everybody else shit. Worry about your own shit. Hey, but you remember like Chris Tucker on Rush Hour? Jackie Chan was trying to put his shit in the face. Like, no. You put your own shit in the bag. Worry about your own shit. Don't worry about nobody else shit.
And don't touch my radio.
Don't you ever touch a black man radio, boy?
Yo, man, TLC. Can't believe this shit. This is what we're doing right now. Yeah, I've done. I appreciate that, bro. Definitely, I'll look into it. This is what we're doing here right now, guys. We are getting brand new, full-blown games from the smaller to the bigger IPs. PlayStation this year alone is getting remakes, re-bleach, DLC content. This is what we're doing. This is the difference. Now, how does it feel to be an Xbox guy and to see the future of Xbox when it doesn't rely on Halo, Gears, and Forza? How does that make you feel? But when you look at PlayStation, they just rely on remaster, remakes, and re-bleaches.
I love it, bro, because there was, last generation, to be honest, it seemed like those were the only games, AAA games that was in development first party. Because even, games like Sea of Thieves or State of Decay or even Recore, they were not necessarily AAAs. So there was some truth there. We didn't really want to admit it, but there was some truth there. But now that's definitely not the case anymore, obviously. And it feels great to know that Xbox listened to us. We asked for more studios. Sean, I know we say this all of the time, bro, but it just hits different. It's like when you talk about a certain time of your life, when I talk about how I had a certain time in my life, I had an overdraft of $300. Then now a point in my life, I got way more money. That's how I feel when I talk about Xbox having 5 studios. Right? They had 5 freaking studios in 2017, man. Now they're about to have 32. 32. And we all know that some of those studios have multiple teams doing multiple games. Let that sink in. It's crazy, bro. So, yeah, those Halo, Gears, and Forza. Remember, like Chris Smooth made, not Chris Smooth, Kid Smooth made a song, Halo, Gears, and Forza. Halo, Gears, and Forza. So we had to embrace it. We was embracing like, yeah, we got Halo, Gears, and Forza, though. We got some consistent franchises. But they're at the point now, Halo, just keep on dropping content. Gears taking their sweet time. The Coalition taking their sweet time. And Forza, they just dropped their game after 6 years.
Yep.
Horizon is taking their time. So I'm telling you, I love it, bro.
It's nice to get them, let them studios, because they carried the last gen for Xbox, and it's nice to get them, let them go for 5-6 years. Because I remember they saying, why don't they give them a break? Why are they doing a game like Motorsport every 2 years? They done all of that. They rebuilt it from the ground up.
It's like they
Now
had to, Sean.
they had to as well.
Yeah,
They had to
in the
work. They
content.
had to
They didn't have
work.
much
They had
content.
to. They had to do it. These developers can make the games fast. If they need to be, if the pressure's on, they can make it fast. Good leadership, good developers, they can do it. 100%. Gears of War, from Gears 4 to Gears 5, big difference. Open world, like semi-open world, longer campaign. They did that shit in 3 years. They can do it when they want to put the pressure, but when they want to change the game, innovate and that, they have to take more time. New engine updates. That's what happened with Turn 10. And Turn 10, we will definitely talk about it in a bit in the next topic or so. You can see big changes from that game as time goes on because it's a live service game. But before we close this topic out, The Last of Us, let me just share this image with you because it makes me happy.
Who made this, bro?
Let me put it full screen. I don't know who made. You're there.
Listen, continue to talk shit, my Xbox brothers and sisters, please. I love it so much. Continue to talk shit. You guys don't know how much I love this.
These are facts. These are facts.
I love it, bro. Continue to talk shit, man. And you know, Sean, I mentioned Halo Infinite. I haven't played it since, the latest update, but they just added like 8 new maps or some shit.
Bro, the Halo's killing it.
Listen, man, y'all boy, the Act Man who was hating on Halo Infinite, he played that shit. Was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, this shit fire. He was like, this shit fire, bro. So it's like, I love it, man. Keep on talking shit. That's funny. Even though that's such a basic thing, they just put the logos up there. I love it.
It hits.
Yeah, man. I love it.
That's all you need to do, guys. It just hits.
That's great.
Like it was wild though, because I don't like we said that who wants to remake, remaster, re-bleach games, and who's gonna be excited about that? But it was crazy I'm not sure if you've seen this on Twitter, but when that got announced when it got leaked that they're gonna make a remaster version of Last of Us 2, some ponies were excited. They were so excited. They were like crying with enjoyment. Do you want to see that clip from these ponies? Really excited about Last of Us 2 re-bleached?
Yeah. Hey, that's the last episode I watched. I ain't watched the rest of it. Oh man. Hey, those some good ass strawberries, what?
Hell of a strawberries, dirt. Let me play it once more for the homies.
Yeah, play it again, bro. Play it again.
The guys in the chat, take a look at this shit. The excitement for these PlayStation dudes when it came to The Last of Us re-bleached.
Hey, I gotta check out MBG, man, to see if he okay, bro.
Yo, they get the super chats. Let me move to the next topic.
They stacking up a little bit. Lord Star Killer with the 2. So the previous Horizon Forbidden West was incomplete. Yeah, because they called it the complete edition now. Yeah, man, that's true, bro. The complete edition. Goodness. The homie P Lump with the 5 PlayStation about to start releasing games for Xbox and Nintendo. They's going straight third-party POSs. Hey, if PlayStation goes the way of Sega, listen, I'm not going to celebrate, but ponies, y'all going to get it. Y'all going to get butchered in these streets. Hey, man, Sugar Cube's flipped. Sean, did you hear about that?
Has he flipped once again?
No, well, I haven't talked to him since last week, but he was like, man, F Spider-Man. He was like,
tell Carlos that's The Last of Us.
Yeah.
TV show.
Yeah, over there with the 2. Xbox has nothing IPs. PlayStation has nothing but remasters. Xbox has nothing IPs. PlayStation has nothing but remasters. Yeah. Jax 82 with the 2. Redfall just dropped 60 FPS. It's like a new game. Yeah, I'm downloading now. You know what's so cool about Xbox? I just downloaded it from my phone, bro. While on the show, because I didn't want to go back to the console. But I'm on the show. Range you 4-5. Jim Ryan will be doing a Vlad TV interview, and Vlad will have more parts Then Sony has games. Vlad TV. I know you know what that is, Sean.
No idea.
Yeah. John TJ member for 2 months. Hi guys. Xbox needs to buy the small studios they are working with, and Square Enix and Sega buy 49% of WB. Don't forget, the rumor was Xbox was going to buy IO Interactive. They was going to buy Avalanche. You know, the people that's making Contraband. Man, I still believe they're going to buy all those studios, bro. I really do.
It's very possible, bro.
But you know what's cool? That shit about to come to an end. And ABK, so yeah, we'll see what have you say over the holiday.
I wonder how fast they're gonna move on that. Like, soon as they switch this up next week, how fast they're gonna pounce on it. Like,
I don't know, Sean, but I know podcasts are gonna be super fun this week.
100%.
We're gonna be talking shit. Because if Monday, because the first time Warren was saying Monday, they might say that it's going to go through and it's going to be 100% done by Friday. Bruh, it's going to be fun. John Tuesday with the 5. Breaking news for the Ponies. Dreamcast guy is the new head of PlayStation. He says, "Don't worry, Dad. I got it," he says, Jimbo. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
SSJ for Omega with the 5. Remember when we were waiting for the EU's decision? We were shaking and down bad. LOL. Our patience paid off. Ponies Armageddon is coming soon. TTS Kings. Let me tell you something. You're not lying there because you just never know. I was confident, but not really, because I just never know. I was confident about the CMA approving the deal. And I'll never forget, where was I at? No. Yeah. I was at home, but I was thinking about the later that week when the FTC tried to appeal. And I remember I was at a fair, me and my wife and kids, and I was, oh shit. She's like, what? I was like, girl, you don't know. This shit is over. It's over. So yeah, you're right. We didn't know with the EU. Oh yeah, you said EU. Yeah, I didn't know with the EU, but then with the FTC case, I just didn't know what was gonna happen. We just didn't know. But all that shit is about to come to an end. Alvin with the 5. Yo, I'm late. Is The Last of Us 2 Rebleach really their next game? They making it too easy for us. You ain't lying, Alvin.
You ain't lying, bro.
You ain't lying, bro. For real. Reggie on life support. Yeah, Reggie down bad, man.
Oh, man, what a great topic there, man. We got so much topics to talk about. I'm just thinking, like, which one shall we dive in with? You know what? Let's get into Forza Motorsport there quickly.
Let's go.
Let's get into Forza Motorsport. I know you decided to get the premium edition.
Yeah. I played about an hour this morning.
An hour so far. It does exactly what you expected to do. Introduction like the previous games, like Forza Horizon. Introduction with the tracks, the cars. So what? Just to give you a quick impressions, and we talk about the shit talking that 85 is a bad score. When it comes to Forza Motorsport, like, can you tell the difference when you're driving, when you're seeing it, just the sound? I'll tell you what, the sound of the cars.
Yeah, the sounds. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. The sound of the cars with my AV and my headset, Dolby. Listen, the sound difference compared to a lot of car games, even with Forza Horizon, it's incredible. Absolutely fantastic. Even when you're driving the cars on the tracks, it feels solid. The gameplay just feels rock solid and tight. Like that. You played it for an hour, so I know you haven't got a lot of time. But so far, what's your quick impressions like compared to like the Horizon games? Like, because that's the last one you played when it comes to races.
Yeah, I'm loving it because I was hesitant to buy the early access because I'm more of a Horizon guy. But I said, damn, everybody seemed to be loving it. Let me just go ahead and get it. Xbox Game Pass, it was $35. I said, okay. Oh, this looks pretty good. It looks damn good. The sound was incredible. Like you said, they don't have any music playing, and I think that's for a reason because the sound is so incredible from the engines and that introduction level that you drive the 2 separate cars, or was it 3? I think the 2 separate something cars. Like that, yeah, man, you could just hear the boom, and then like the fire coming out. But I'm telling you, the game is dope so far, man. The graphics are amazing. That bug or whatever, I haven't experienced that yet, I guess, because I didn't change the modes. It looks incredible. The sound is incredible. The environment looks incredible. And Sean, when you was talking about the game, you said the feel of it. Yes, the feel of it, bro. It feels good. At first I was like, this shit kind of easy. Then I realized I had it on super easy. The shit was breaking for me. I said, I can't have it that damn easy.
You gotta put a medium or
yeah, I put on me. I was like, I don't want to be breaking for me and shit. But I still like the lines, you know, to give you a hint of, like to slow down the red lines, the blue lines. So yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I have so much to play. I actually got Assassin's Creed Mirage also.
Oh shit.
I got a lot of shit to play, man. I'm still playing Redfall, playing 2K. Let's go, baby. The life of a gamer. But yeah, enjoying Forza Motorsport right now.
Like what's interesting, I got about 9 hours into it so far. Completed the Introduction Cup. I completed the modern day cups as well. That's fully done. I'm on the old classic, the classic cars, like the 80s and the 90s cars right now. And when I talk about the feel of the car, it feels incredible. And like you said, you can switch it in such a way, like the way the drivers drive faster when it comes to your pole position, your fuel and tire wear, or fuel, how many laps you want to do if you want to go faster. Once you get into it, though, you figured out, you know what? Why do I need this much fuel in the car for? Let me reduce that down to 6-7 laps, which it tells you, say you're doing 3-4 laps in one track, put it on 5 laps. Because one time I did it and I ran out. I actually ran out of fuel in the last 2 corners. I'm like, shit, that's like a 6-7 minute race. And when it came to the last 2 corners, I ran out of fuel. So you can play in such a way. And when you do different pole positions and put the AI much better, more smarter, more faster, it obviously gives you more money. More money, and you have a lot of fun. What is it? Oh shit.
IT said, I got your pole position right here. Oh! That's how the shit we would definitely say.
Now, what I love about this Forza Motorsport, I'm glad you could tell the difference. I know, there's 2 different games on the Xbox platform, 2 racing games. If you're into the arcade feel, beautiful looking environment, Forza Horizon's for you. If you're into the hardcore simulation games, Forza Motorsport's there. And they both play totally different. You could tell one is loose, one is just hardcore, simulation style. And I know there's so much more to this game, but some of I tried all the performance mode, the RT, the dirt mode, and the full shebang. I prefer the performance and dirt mode, to be honest. I think that's the best mode there. Make sure you guys restart your console just in case, because there's a bug at the moment that kind of washes it out. So if you do change the modes, make sure you kind of reset the game, and maybe you have to restart your console as well, because it does look washed out. It has happened to me yet, but just make sure just in case.
Turn 10 said they already fixed the bug, but they haven't, I guess, uploaded it yet, or whatever you call it. Yeah, because I was looking at some of those comparison videos. I was like, why this shit looks way worse on like GT7 looks better. I was like, nah, that ain't supposed to be like that. Then eventually we saw what it was.
Yeah, even though that's Dustin trying to talk that shit.
That's okay. I made a mistake because they said no, because they said turn 10, like Destin said, turn 10 contacted him directly. It was like, yo, that's a bug. We've already fixed the bug. But yeah, just restart your console every time you change modes. And that's what he did. He said, okay. Because at first he said it wasn't working, but then he realized it is working. And now he's saying he's changing his mind. Because at first he was kind of saying, he liked Gran Turismo better or something. And he's kind of, I'm kind of like this one better. Something he was saying. He's changing his mind. But yeah, the game is solid, man. And you know what, Sean, I just want to give Xbox Phil Spencer props, bro. Because sometimes you just have to sit back and think and reminisce and realize what they are doing right now. Somebody said Xbox guys are eating good this year, 100%. But it's not going to stop. Next year, they got some bangers coming out. Hellblade 2 is probably going to drop first quarter of next year. We got Avowed. We got some other stuff that's probably not have been announced yet. Because Phil Spencer said they got some more stuff that's going to drop next year that hasn't been announced. Just think about whether it's Contraband or whatever else, man. Games that was announced in 2020. Then you think about 2025. We know we got some bangers there. Fable, Perfect Dark. No, I'm just assuming. You know what I'm saying? Just the games, the list of games that they have already announced. But just imagine games they haven't announced.
That's amazing. That
bro, it's not going to stop. Yeah, Towerborn is one. Yeah.
ABK on board as well.
Oh my God, Sean, I forgot.
Chia Walker, trust me. I'm telling you right now, if you got time to play, I'm saying,
Yeah.
if you're working, don't bother then. If you got time to play, you off this weekend, play this shit.
Yes,
Work around, yeah. Go on, do it. Sorry.
No, I was saying, yeah, that was me, Chio, because I told you earlier, I'm not a Forza Motorsport guy. I put some time in the games in the past, but I'm not like, I play like Horizon way more. I was like, don't want to do it. I said, nah. Sean was like, Dirt is really good. And I was like, said, you know what? Forget it. And I'm glad I did. Because I'm actually going to be able to play it a little bit this weekend.
And that's the awesome, when it comes to the Forza games, you know, they've done it so much better. Like the accessibility options for like blind, like even, what's that guy's name? I always forget. He's a blind dude, or I think he's fully blind, or maybe 90%
Yeah, he's partially
blind or
blind, I
something.
believe. Yeah, with the like with the glasses.
Yeah, the glasses,
like orange hair or
like an
or red hair, maybe.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
my mistake. I keep forgetting his name, but that game, he's I think he's completed it or kind of 90% of it. So he's enjoyed the game. Like that's what we're talking about. But so much into this game right now, it's available to everybody, even if you're not a hardcore racer or into racing game. Like your boy, Gaming Addict, he's not into them games. He's put 10, 12 hours into it already. Because you can play the how you want to play the game and make it right for you. If you find it too hard, if you need assistant, that with the racing line there, I've got to a point where I took the racing line off, but when it comes to the corners, it comes on a bit. It comes back on, just on the corners.
yeah.
You know, taking everything off, the HUD, the speed, everything's off, the laps. So you do it as time goes on, you kind of figure it out, and like, you know what works for you. And so far, what they've done, what Turn 10 has done so far, and I can't wait for the updates, monthly updates for this game. It's going to be amazing. And I think this game can go for another 3-4 years, then launch a new one, maybe with next gen or across gen or something in 2027, 2028.
Yeah, man. Or they might just leave this as the core game and keep on updating it. Add new
for
content.
the next 4 years.
Oh yeah, I got you. Pistol Big G with the 2. Phil said he was building a world-class publisher, Sean. He did say that, you know.
Indeed, he did say that, Playboy.
I don't know, like, do you have evidence that he said that?
You want evidence on top of that?
Yeah.
Okay, then here we go.
We are committed to building an industry-leading first-party studios organization.
Yeah. Said it.
He said it, and it's happening right now. Now, before we move on from the get to the Forza Motorsport there, I'm telling you right now, not every car, it feels different. Now, when you get to the Ferraris, when you get to the Ford GTs and the old school cars, you feel the difference in cars. And so far, I think my favorite car so far has been for me, I think it was one of the Ferrari cars. I can't remember which one was it. But I love that car, man. The sound of it, the way it was moving, good speed, into corners. The Ferrari was dope. And obviously, you'll know what I mean when you get there, when you complete the first main cup. But what's crazy to me is that, let me show you something. I want to talk about this. Let me show you a comparison. I always said this from day one. Shout out to the homie J-Rock. I've always said... Let me mute this for a second.
Yeah, that's as loud as that.
Yeah.
That sounds good, though, bro.
I've always said this. When it comes to GT, for some reason, it feels like... I couldn't put it better. He goes, it's on a lollipop, which you guys call a popsicle or something. He goes, it feels like the truck is moving, but not the car. Do you get what I mean? So look at this shit you did. The way Forza moves and the way GT moves.
It does look like that now. It does look like
it. Look at it.
Yeah.
Look at the difference.
If you look like it does look like the track is moving, but not the car. Yeah.
But with the Forza Motorsport, you can feel the car like rolling over, moving, actually turning. But like with the GT7, look at this shit. And they have the balls to talk about Forza versus GT7. This shit is wild to me, there. They're all talking shit about Forza. And what's even crazier, there? Your boy. Sorry, not your boy. I'm not going to say your boy. There's dudes out here claiming that at 85, it's a bad score because of Game Pass. And I'll play it for just a minute or so. Let me skip it a bit.
Oh, shit.
Have you seen this shit?
No,
Xbox camp. It hasn't happened. Now you could say whatever the fuck you want to say about Hi-Fi Rush. That ain't a AAA game. That was stealth dropped. It's not the same thing. And the pillar franchises for Xbox: Halo, Gears, and Forza. The most important franchises. They're not delivering on that level, and they won't deliver because they can't. Subscription services make sure of that. So Forza Motorsport is just another example of that. Okay? Digital Foundry won't even do a comparison video because they already know the results, and they're bought. They're bought and paid for.
They paid for that.
They said they're too fucking busy to do a comparison, which is horseshit. They're bought by Microsoft. They were flown out to see the Xbox Series X early, and that's the real reason. Forza Motorsport should have came out, had extra time and all the money and all the resources, and it's coming out half-assed and half-baked. Even if it's an 85, it's still a half-assed result. And what I put on my social media, and I say, well, what's the big deal here? Right? And people are saying, oh, it's a good game. It's the results that are happening, and the real result is it's half-baked and mid. It's the most mediocre form of entertainment, and that's what you're going to get out of these services. When you are day and day in a subscription services, you're going to get mediocre entertainment, and that's what you're seeing with Disney.
Bro, he sound like he don't even believe the shit that he's saying right now, bro.
Bro, do you hear that shit?
He don't even believe what he's saying. I guarantee he don't even.
Dude, you telling me an 80 is mediocre, half baked? Now, really? Every game that comes around about 84, 85, you telling me that game is half done? That's the shit I'm talking about. These guys are absolutely stupid. You know what, dude? He may be right. He just might be coping. He might just be doing it for his audience. But to come out and say the game is half baked is a flop, what the fuck is going on there with these guys? And don't forget, guys, this guy was an Xbox dude. He flip-flopped in late 2019, 2020, whenever it was.
Yeah.
Mediocre. So the 85 is a mediocre now.
Yeah,
Is this what we're doing here right now?
They're just, bro. If these games got an 87, they'll probably start to say that's mediocre at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I mean, because they did with Halo, you know, because like Halo launched great. It did. It was just, you know, like the content that dropped later was the issue. But that game launched in 87. They was trying to say, like, remember what they were saying? Microsoft paid for this. Remember them dudes went on that podcast with them bum ass niggas. Hey, look at this shit. Look at it. They paid for this. They paid for it.
Yep.
So no matter what, they will always say what the issue is. Well, I'm sorry, not what the issue is. They always say that it's always an issue with Xbox games. No matter what, they're always going to say that. Always remember that. It's funny to hear their reactions because you can hear Salty and tell he didn't even believe that he was saying. He was just saying it because that's what his audience wants to hear. Flat out. Let me get these super chats, bro. OG Gamer with the 2. Hey, man, we know that. No, I was OG Gamer with the 2. For your information, Redfall has got a huge update. 60.
Awesome.
Yeah, man, we was talking about it early in the show, bro. Thank you. Gio Carlos with the 5. The spec event multiplayer is amazing. It's amazing. Practice and qualifying time makes you take the event more seriously. People try to drive clean. I'll be trying to drive clean.
I'm trying, but move your punk ass.
Yeah, sometimes I can't, bro. No,
you can do though.
Hey,
if you put
Salty as well, I can tell you the guys that was Xbox off the top of my head. Saltiest Gaming used to be Xbox. He flipped around 2019. MBG used to be Xbox. He flipped around 2019. Mooch used to be Xbox. He flipped around 2019. Next Gen 720 used to be Xbox. He flipped around 2018, I believe. Crap Gamer, he used to be Xbox. He flipped around 2019. He came back to Xbox around 2022. Red Dragon used to be more Xbox. He flipped earlier than all of them, I believe. Not early in the Iron Wolf, but I don't think nobody knows Iron Wolf because he don't really do content anymore. Yeah, Red Dragon was another guy that was a little bit more pro Xbox. There's a guy that was on Saltiest podcast named Jazz 7 something.
77, yeah.
Yeah,
was an
he
Xbox
was
guy.
pro Xbox because he used to be on Kid Smooth playing the Xbox podcast. He flipped and turned to an Xbox hater. There's some more I can't think of off the top of my head. Yeah, I said MBG already. There was so many that
And you
used
got
to be
Pony
Xbox.
Bots as well.
Yeah, we do got Pony Bots out here. So Kid Smooth was still Xbox. You know, he made a couple of bad tweets, but he's still Xbox, bro. But he just surrounded himself by ponies. Dreamcast guy was never no damn Xbox guy, bro. And not, you know, I mentioned crap already. There's some more I can't think of it right now though. Chris Hart, thank you, but nobody knows fucking Chris Hart. But Chris Hart,
Brap as well.
not Chris Hart. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about Chris Steele. Chris Steele, like y'all don't know who Chris Steele is. He was an Xbox guy. He flipped. MM2K was an Xbox guy. He flipped. Yeah. They said Gas. No, Gas still an Xbox guy, bro. Damn, I mentioned all these names and people still saying the names I mentioned. Y'all wasn't listening to what I was saying. Joey like Z. I said Z like early. Jazz Court.
Come on.
You guys are funny, man. Yeah. So there's a lot of guys.
You notice it, bro. Over the years, you start to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But do you know what's crazy about this before we move on to something else there?
Yes.
Fratanga.
The other Jazz was an Xbox guy. Not Jazz Corden, but Jazz 77, whatever his name is. Yeah, he was, man. And what you say?
Yeah, sorry. Oh, shit, they just calling names out. I'm talking about now. When it comes to the score, even Fratanga, this guy does salt videos, whatever you want to call them.
Mm-hmm.
Look what he said. I'm not sure if you got to see this there.
Yeah, I saw it.
Read that to the good
He said,
homies in the chat.
No lies. GT7 scoring 87 in the state it was launched. It was at launch and how Sony gave reviewers a version to review without the egregious microtransactions and lack of cars, while they give Forza a lower score is mighty sus. You can't deny that. Same reviewers too. I'm telling you, bro. Oh yeah, TK9, but yeah, don't make a fuck about him. He said Destin. Hypergame said Destin.
What's going on,
Oh man,
Joey? What's good player? I know we always try to stay away from this.
Yeah.
Even like we always do the console, what we've been doing it for a minute, and we always did try to stay with this. Honestly, guys, we try to stay away from it. But even like say like your homeboy Gaming Addict and some of the guys, I started to notice something. They can say some stuff about it. Oh, these guys are bots, so they're gonna be on that type of role. Like, listen, these media bias and that. But even some guys now, they're seeing it when they stand outside the bubble. They look and they go, "Do you know what? Something ain't right here. That tax is real." Now, do you stand by that? What we used to say back in the days, or do you know what? As of today, that shit is real. That media bias tax is there.
Sean, there's some things you try to ignore, you try to avoid, and like you mentioned, for a long time I used to try. I don't want to go to the media bias route. I always felt that it was crybaby-ish. It was like we didn't have to go that route because I always felt that it was more of about clicks. PlayStation was the more popular brand. It was fun, or it was cool for people to bash Xbox last generation. But now it's too much, bro. It's how many mistakes is IGN gonna make, bro? It's too many now. It's too much. It's too much. And Fratanga just made a great point. Exactly what he said was a great point, man. And I just can't. I can't anymore, bro. Act like it's no media bias. I still don't like to scream it from the rooftops, but come on, man. Come on, bro. From the video that I had last week of that black guy from IGN.
Yeah, that's right.
Saying they better get Spider-Man at least a 9, or they're going to have words with me. Like, what? So many ponies out here, bro. That's why, listen, I know we're not media. I know me and Sean, we got smaller channels. Bro, The reason we are how we are because we got tired of the bullshit. We got tired of it. We got tired of ponies being on our channels. Well, ponies being on other Xbox guys' channels. We got tired of all of that, man. Come here. Xbox guys in the community, come here if you want to see us have some fun, talk some shit, and be pro Xbox. Come to TTS, to Xbox. I'm sorry, WBG, my channel, Sean channel, Joey when he had one, Ray, you know, bro. And I'm glad somebody to send me a clip of Boomstick going off on a guy in the chat.
Is it? That's good.
Yeah,
As
good.
it should.
Go
Let
off
loose,
on
man.
them. We try to tell these guys stop. I'm glad he went off on this pony in the chat. I should play it, Sean.
You should do. I like to hear it.
Yeah, because who sent it to me? Clute sent it to me.
Clute sent it, yeah.
Yeah, he
He
said
might have sent
Boomstick
it to me. I've
talking
just
shit.
probably not looked at it.
Yeah, might have. Let me show you.
That's what.
But I'm glad. Talk shit, Boom, because I'm telling you, they have one agenda to come and talk shit in these Xbox podcasts because they got nothing else to do. That's why we won't have it. When these other pro Xbox content creators wake up, opponents ain't gonna have nothing to do because they ain't got no games.
Let's go. Let's hear it. Let's see what Booms is saying. Let's see.
Reading a chat message here. It's a little strange to me. It says, "Thank you for the welcome, Baldy," which I don't. Well, not really bald.
Baldy.
Mohawk. You must be hungry for subs. To welcome each new guy. Well, I'll tell you what. You could F off because now you're banned. And secondly, I always welcome in everybody. Not everyone does that. I've never heard anyone actually critique someone for welcoming someone here. Like, to me, that's standard fare with me. I've been doing this for 6 years, dude. But you know what you can do? You can go fuck yourself. Sorry for I'm not going to stand for it. And of course you called me Baldy. I mean, okay.
Listen, man. Hey, listen. Boom. Tell these guys. I'm telling you, bro. I'm glad people starting to realize. I'm not reading a super chat from a pony. They just wasted their damn money. Sean, when ponies try to send super chats, what we do? We delete them bitches.
Delete that bitch.
You wasted your money. If you think because you give me $5, you can say what the hell you want to say, I don't want your money. Bro, get the hell out. These ponies, get out. Now, listen, when the homies in the chat cracking jokes on me, I know it's out of love. But if a pony come in here saying you black piece of shit, oh, we got problems. We got real life problems. I don't know you like that. You know what I'm saying? It was somebody the other day. They was trying to roast me, right? But I ain't never seen their name before. I'm like, who the fuck? Come on, who the fuck are you? You know what I'm saying? Your name don't look familiar. But he was cool. But I was like, listen, man, if you knew, don't just start roasting me without me seeing your name in this chat a few weeks in a row. You know what I'm saying? Because we look in the chat. I look at the chat the whole show. The whole show, we staring at the chat. So I see every name. If I don't see your name before you out, yeah, Dirt, you 12:45 a.m. I'm like, hold on, man. Who the fuck are you? I ain't never seen you before, you piece of shit. So come on, Justin Marshall. Send me a handsome version of Bill Duke. Come on, Justin March. Show some respect. So yeah, I'm glad Boomstick told those guys. Good. And boom, you know, I can't tell you how to do your show. I definitely can't. But they're gonna test you. And you know, Boom be doing it longer than me. Boom knows how it works with these ponies. I don't want nothing. I don't want your super chat. You ponies can kiss my ass. Flat out. I'm and like Boom never cusses on this show, bro. He rarely swears. He was like, "Go fuck yourself." I love it. I love it. Thank you, Duke Togo. He said I'm handsome, Sean.
That's good.
Yeah, thank you.
You're there. Before I show you something or transition to something else, get the super chats player.
You bet, my man. The homie, you know, if y'all don't know the story about Joey, let me tell you quick story about Joey. 30 seconds.
It's all good.
Joey was somebody in the chat. He used to leave great comments. But he hit me up in the DM, say, Dirk, somebody banned me on your channel, bro. I can't. I'm leaving super chats. I'm talking. My name ain't showing up. I say, what? Who the hell banned you? You an Xbox guy. So I found this now. I said, yeah, somebody did ban you, bro, by accident, I guess. I'm assuming it was by accident. I said, man, you a great guy. Man, why don't you come and be a guest on the show? Tonight, this dude on the show, like, you know what? There's something about this guy, man. He's pretty good. He's smart. He knows his stuff. I was like, man, I think we need to ask the member on WBG. That's the story. The homie Joey is here, and he ain't going nowhere. I hope he don't quit. That's the homie. The homie Joey Kraken, my man, member for 16 months. Forza is half-baked and destroys GT7 to a pulp. Salty, his audience and panel are. What the hell is that word? Joey, now you know Joey did that shit on purpose.
Oh,
Joey,
I know what that word is. I know what that word is.
Joey, know I can't read. Why he gonna put that word?
I know what that word is.
What is it?
It's the R version when you say R to them when the people are re.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I reckon that's what it means.
Thank you. I was like, I thought Joey was trying to be funny, put a word I can't pronounce. Trey Bone, member for 3 months. Did you see the Woke Culture Gaming Xbox is Doom video that I sent to you on Twitter? Straight haters bashing Xbox. I couldn't believe my ears. I followed that YouTube page. When I saw it, I said, I'm not going to even watch this shit because all the shit going on with PlayStation, but Xbox is Doom. Okay, bro. Okay, bro. Really? Okay. Yeah, I saw that. I ain't even watch it, bro. Nando G with the 2. Why are the rookies acting like starters in the chat? Yeah, so I'm saying if I don't know you, I mean, if your name, I haven't seen it before, don't just like the first show you on, yo, Dirk, you black fuck. Now, come on, hold on now. Hold on now. You got to be homies with us first. I got to see your name a few times in the chat. Like I told you guys, I look at the chat all day. The whole time we're in these live streams, these podcasts, I'm looking at the chat. I'm looking at all of the names. You know, OG Gamer with the 2. I remember the days Dirk had some chill. Has some chill.
Maybe like more. I'm not sure.
I usually know a lot of the slang, but I don't know what the hell that part meant.
Oh man! Before we move on to the next topic, guys, I got like an announcement for that one fan. That one fan, you got 3 months. You have 3 months left to enable Bluetooth mode on your Stadia controller. So make sure this is a notice for you. This is an announcement that make sure you got 3 months left. If you have Stadia controllers out there, just that one person, make sure you put Bluetooth mode on that Stadia controller. This is the last month. This is the last message. The last 3 months you got left now. Playboy.
Bro, can you imagine? Can you imagine? Saying Xbox is dog shit and then go Kappa Stadia, bro.
Yo, man.
Do you remember when Stadia first said they're not making any more first-party games and that dude was still in the DM capping for them? Saying, no, they're going to be okay. Everybody like, bro.
Second party, yeah. Why
they ain't making first-party games anymore. They done. They were already done before they even got started. And it was still out there capping for it? Now, when Stadia completely died, he started just still roasting Xbox. Talking about, come on, man. That's why I don't, listen, man. That's why the only people I really fuck with is the homies, you know, on the panel, WBG, TTS, the homies in the chat, man. There's a few other guys out there I'm cool with. Don't get me wrong. But like when I was telling my story on on C Money show the other day. Thank you guys for watching that because that's his biggest show, I believe. Well, as far as
Salute to the
interviews,
homies for
yeah.
Dropping by, man.
Yeah.
Good show, great
when
show.
I was watching it back, I was listening to it and I was like, damn, I really went through some shit in this community, bro. Like, people kept on quitting on me, turning on me. And like I had to tell Gaz a couple weeks ago, Gaz didn't really know my story. He just thought I just love talking shit about ponies. I said, nah, Gaz, they kind of made me this way from all the shit I dealt with. Being on podcasts and people quitting on me and flipping on me, saying, yo, Xbox dog shit. But 2 weeks ago, they were saying Xbox is great. I'm saying, fuck all these guys. I'm going to be on my own shit. And like when I was listening back to it, I said, damn, yeah, that's kind of crazy how that happened. Sean know everything. You know, hey, yo, Devin, I never switched up because Devin was there for a long time. Man, Devin was there before Sean was. Devin seen everything. Now, Devin wasn't there when I was on the J-Wag show back in 2018, but Devin was on Scram Punks early. My bums gums, MBG, baby. Oh
baby.
Remember for 16 months, boom, fake AF. This is the best show on earth. Apart from them others that are better, UPOS is playing Forza is a 1 in 10 meta, and you can't teach that. Oh, man. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. SSJ4 Mega with the 2. Look. Sony got quantum error. Oh, what happened to that game? Remember when the guy said that something about, what did he say? Like bashing Xbox?
Yeah, it's like because of the issues with the series or something, we're gonna take time. PlayStation will come first or something like that. It was, and
yeah,
bro, that game. Where is that game?
I don't know, bro. So yeah, Francis Archer said he liked that show that we did. No wonder he hate ponies. Yeah, because some people might have joined lately, like this year, Sean, and didn't really know my whole story. And I'm glad I was able to tell it on his show. Yeah, but it's the reason I hate them dudes, man. I tried to be cool with them. I did. I know you guys that's been here for a while know the story, but some people don't know the story. And I love telling that shit when people ask me. For real.
It's good, though, and it's good to tell them.
Yeah.
What was going on back then.
Especially to see how, because I always say, like people say the greatest revenge is success. So I know I'm not the biggest channel out there, but I've definitely grown. And to see we're doing well and people quit on me, which is really like Sean told me when it happened, Dut, the best thing could have happened to you. Dut. Sean, hey, told you, listen, Sean be right, man. I'm telling y'all. Sean be on point with his takes, bro. I'm telling you, man. Listen to Sean, bro. Sean told me from the beginning, Dut, it's the best thing that ever happened to you, Dut. And don't do another version of Scram Punks, Dut. Fuck them. You're an Xbox channel. Be only Xbox. Dut. I'm that fuck you. You never worry about me flipping, bro. Primus Game, remember for 5 months. Dirt, what happened to the money from Shaft? TTS, how dare you? I'm not Shaft, you POS.
Yeah,
Come
man.
on, man.
No,
They
it's
said if
awesome,
Dirt ever
bro.
flip, I put something. Bro, I ain't going nowhere, bro.
Nah, bro, we're not going nowhere, bro. Like,
We ain't
we
going
have had the battles in the 2018s, 2019, 2020s, and we know where we stand, bro. You can go back to them at the podcast, but
yeah,
you know what's
I ain't
crazy?
going
But,
nowhere, bro.
But do you know what? I want to talk about something.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? People might say this is supposed to be an Xbox podcast, but shit, when PlayStation's in the news and all of that shit is negative, you best believe we're gonna be talking that shit. Let me transition into this. Now, I'm sure you're a guy who likes to watch movies.
I love movies.
You love movies, innit? So what? You take the family out, the wife, the kids. You go to the cinemas or something on Disney Plus, Netflix, Paramount Plus. That's how you consume when you want to watch movies or TV show. Isn't that right, Playboy?
100%.
Yeah, 100%. I just seen your message there. Nobody's.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, my wife just told me they closed earlier than I thought.
That's fine. No worries about it. But like I said, when you watching movies, it's either the cinemas, you're watching your TV, like I said, them Disney apps, you name it. But for some reason, you tell me now, please tell me, When you buy a gaming console, what's it supposed to be for?
Games.
When you pay for a subscription, a gaming subscription, what's it supposed to be for?
That'll be games, sir.
But what if I told you that for some reason, because PlayStation is pure dog shit, they're so cheap that they don't want to put games into a gaming subscription service. But what if I told you they were willing to put movies into the gaming subscription? What do you say, Sean? You sure about that? Games or movies like together? That doesn't make sense. Like that. Look at this shit. Now we know what's happening with this PlayStation Premium bullshit. This was always the plan from day one. I knew Jim Ryan was one of them sneaky motherfuckers out there. We knew, because why are they charging $19? It's more than Game Pass. Who would have known that this was the plan from day one? Forget about the games. Forget it. We just concentrate on remakes, remasters, and let's give them movies. We know for a fact that when it comes to PlayStation games, they are movie games. But these dudes took it one step further. They're willing to give you hundreds of movies with your premium subscription. If this was Xbox, you would kill them motherfuckers like you did back in 2013, 2014. You see the shit there? This is the shit I'm talking about. Why ain't nobody talking about this? We want games. If I'm paying for the gaming subscription, I want games in there, not fucking movies. I got Disney Plus and Netflix and all of that other bullshit, Amazon for that. But you telling me right now, I'm paying for the gaming subscription service and you're giving me access to movies? What are we doing here, there? You seen the news there. What's you got to say about this?
Well, I think you said it right. If this was Xbox, hell, when Xbox did something like this, they got destroyed. Now, true, it was 10 years ago, but still, Xbox got destroyed. Now, I don't have an issue with additional stuff being part of your subscription. Now, I don't have a problem with that. What I do have a problem with is you got old games and old movies. Ain't shit new in that bitch. Ain't nothing new in there. You went up on the price, not because you're putting your first party games in there day one, but because you're adding a movie service. And it goes back to Xbox, like I mentioned already. It goes back to Xbox being destroyed for movies, TV. That hurt Xbox so bad that it caused them to lose this generation. Let's be honest here. That initial reveal of the Xbox One with TV pretty much caused Xbox to lose this generation, because by the time E3 2013 came, Xbox had a great show. If you go back and watch that E3, it was a great show. They showed nothing but bangers. The games were incredible, but the price and the TV, when people said this is a gaming console, why are y'all focusing on TV? Which is a good question. And it's a valid point, to be honest with you. So they made the mistake of focusing on TV instead of letting people know this is a gaming console first. So when it comes to PlayStation, this bullshit that they just announced, like I said, I don't have a problem with additional content part of your subscription, but y'all up the price for old ass games and old ass movies. You old, remember Nutty Professor 2, where people say old bag with old bag titties. Y'all up the price for old ass games and old ass movies. So I haven't seen anybody talking about it, Sean. Like you said, every time PlayStation do some shit lately, nobody is talking about it. Nobody's talking about it. Hitting FG Blunts member for 3 months. POS 5 got no games. ABK will be Xbox first party. Sony got hacked twice in the same week. Twice in the same year. 6,000 PCs of employee data. And Black Lavender grew dreads. Crazy times, isn't it, bro? I wish I could grow some dreads. Dota Knight member for 1 month. Dut Idris Elba. Happy now, Dut. Well, I'd rather be Idris Elba than Bill Duke. Shit. Cause like Justin Martin hurt my feelings with that. What he said, I'm a handsome Bill Duke. Because Bill Duke is an ugly mother, you know what? Profit with the 5. Man, these POSs gave Xbox shit for showing TV. Oh, yeah, they did. Like I mentioned, Profit, that hurt the generation. That hurt the generation, bro. And PlayStation is doing it. Sean, it's really funny. Because like you said, bro, ain't nobody talking about it.
Nobody's talking about
nobody
the
but
movie
us.
pass.
I talked about it last night. We're talking about it today. Nobody's talking about it but us. The media damn sure ain't talking about it. So they not only also one point we also miss. They up the price. They have a TV service. They don't allow first party games into the service day one. And two, and they ain't got no damn games anyway. So they add movie services, but ain't no games besides Spider-Man. No, sir, with the 5, it just shows Xbox was too far in the future. I still stand on that. TTS. Yes, they were a little premature with the whole thing.
That's right.
I believe if they drop something in 2023 with the same concepts as the Xbox One, people wouldn't hate on it too much. The only thing they probably still might get some hate is the used game thing. But I think everything else, people wouldn't hate on it as much.
Now, when it comes to this movie pass, let's be honest, they're tacking it on with the game subscription, but the difference between Game Pass, when we get them perks, at least we get in day-and-date games. From the first party, second and third party. That's the difference right now. PlayStation ain't doing shit. They're not even putting the re-bleach games in there, first of all. That's the fucking problem. At least put that shit into there. Put it into the service.
Huh? Right, at least, bro.
At least, like, for a complete edition, put that shit in there. The remastered remakes, put that shit in there. But nope, I've got a great idea. PlayStation don't like to play games. They like to watch movie games. Let's give them a movie. Let's give them a movie pass so they can watch movies on the PlayStation 5. Is this what we're doing here right now? I remember Jim Ryan saying this there. Do you remember this there?
Enough from me. We're going to have the games do our talking.
PlayStation.
That's the shit we're talking about. Movie pass, keep that shit over there. Nobody wants that shit. Nobody's talking about that shit. That's the best you can do, PlayStation. You're the #1 selling console out here. 40, 50 million. You want to target 25 million within 1 year. You want to sell 25 million console. You got Spider-Man Swing to the Left, bitch ass, coming out in the next 2 weeks. And that's the best you can do? Movie pass? Who wants to watch that old shit? You same piece of shit you talk about. Who wants to play old games? Who wants to watch old movies now, punk? Bitch. We ain't playing over here. We're going to be talking that shit all day, every day. When the media's not talking about it, when your stinky ass ponies not talking about it, you best believe me, the homies in the chat will be talking that shit. And we will be talking about it all day, every day, all week to piss your punk ass off. Punk asses off, sorry.
Punk ass. You punk ass.
You punk asses.
Oh, man. Good
now,
shit.
I know you need to go now. Do you need to go in the next few minutes?
Yeah, I might check out now because I got, like I said, I got an appointment to get to. They were supposed to close at 5, but now they're saying they're closing at 4, and I got to go to the city of Detroit, bro. I'm doing this for my daughter because she can't do it. I'm sorry, bro. But I'm gonna be listening. If you about to do rocking with the chat, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Like, dude, you gotta go and play. Do you know what? Dude, guess what time is it, killer?
What time is it, player?
Time to talk that shit.
It's We Believe Green, baby.
Welcome to Rocking with the Chat, guys. This is the last part of the show. Everybody gets 2 minutes to talk that shit. You gotta go in, bro. We'll talk about it.
I'll talk to you guys. Hey, yo, Deploy, you POS. Lord Star Killer, you POS. Nah, I love you guys. Peace out, man. Talk to you guys.
Peace out.
Later.
You take care, bro.
All right,
Be safe. And before I get the homies in, let me pull this up here. 1 second, guys. Deploy, what's going on, Playboy?
What's good? What's good? What I was telling you, man, because you got that old ass OLED. That's why it feels sluggish to you, bro, in the quality mode. Because I tried, I don't know, I might have had the bug because I didn't like the way it looked. It looked like the fucking IGN clip. Like they used that clip and they put GT7 in the fucking quality mode and compared that shit. But I play all my games in Dolby Vision. That's what I tell Xbox gamers, get a TV that has Dolby Vision. That's why the features are there on the console. Dolby Vision looks way better than HDR. There's like way more detail in the fucking game. That's the way I watch my movies when I stream them. Like if Dolby Vision is available, that's the way I look at them, man. So that's the way I play. I play Forza Horizon 5 like that. It doesn't feel slow to me, but you know, everybody's different. But the game looks fucking incredible. It's the best feeling. Like the game feels fucking amazing on the controller.
It does.
You know what I mean? Like, and you can feel it and the sound and everything. So, and move on to Redfall. Redfall is a better game if you play with somebody else or a full squad because
100%.
the powers match up. And trust me, you'll have way more fun playing it that way. And on Xbox, it ain't hard to find somebody to play with because we actually play games. You know what I mean? So, and I want to say fuck IGN as a staff, a gaming site, and as a motherfucking crew. If you want to be down with IGN, then fuck you too. All you pony bots, like the Red Dragon and the J Scrubs and y'all, all these motherfuckers got Game Pass. These motherfuckers, the weirdest motherfuckers on the planet Earth. They be doing all that capping. These niggas got Game Pass. They play these games undercover because ain't shit to play on PlayStation. Ain't nothing at all. And I'm tired of all these PC gamers coming out on these pony bots. Games have always looked better on the fucking PC. There's nothing new. That's why the shit costs so much money. I used to game on the PC, but I quit because I got tired of upgrading every 6 months. It's too much money. And plus, I started off as a console gamer. I'll always be a console gamer. But stop capping for the PC. We already know the PC has better graphics. That's why you spend $3,000 on it, bitch. So peace.
That's right.
Everybody have a great weekend. Xbox gamers, keep enjoying games and keep slaying these ponies because all they got is foam stars and Spider-Man for 2
Take care,
weeks.
killer.
Peace.
Peace. What's going on, Webdave? What's going on, Playboy? You can
Much,
stay
buddy. How
if
you
you want to
doing?
stay with me. You can stay with me, bro.
Sure,
You
man.
good?
I'll help you out.
Yeah,
I love
100%,
this
but you
part.
been good? Yeah.
I've been
That-
good, man. I've been good. We
That's
do
good,
have
bro.
to
We
work on
definitely
getting you an
need to
interview,
do
though.
a day, bro. I'll talk to you after the show. 1 second.
We'll do it.
The homie Lord Starkiller, what's going on with you, Playboy?
What's up, John? What's up, Webdave?
What's up, buddy?
So what the hell does PlayStation do when they got no fucking game? Sorry about that, but they put movies on their service. What the frick? Jesus Christ, I guess Don Matrick is taking over after all. They've been consulting with him like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
What the heck are you doing putting movies on a game subscription? Anyway, moving on to Forza Motorsport. Yeah, it looks really good on my my LG CX.
Nice.
Now, the only problems I've had with Forza Motorsport so far is in the performance ray tracing, couple of pop-ins, and also some game pauses. But the visuals mode and the performance mode play great. I think I played Forza Motorsport about 6 hours. And Sean, you POS, your Java truck keeps trying to push me off the track.
As it should.
It's fun. We'd be fighting out there, man. Anyway, Forza Motorsport's a really good game. I mean, to me, 2 examples, IGN, Pure Xbox. They both rated Forza Motorsport at 80, the lower end of great. That, to me, in my opinion, is what some of these game reviewers are going to do now that Xbox has a lot of great first party, much more than PlayStation. They're going to say, you know what we'll do? We'll counterbalance the high ratings with a lower great rating, but it'll be like an 80 or an 81. That's why Forza Motorsport to me is an easy 93 or higher. So far, in progress review, I will give Forza Motorsport a 94 out of 100. So that's all I got, guys. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. I am out.
Take care, bro.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Yo, let me ask you something, Webdave, before you get
Yeah,
Rico
buddy.
in. Have you managed to play Motorsport yet?
I have not. I'm gonna play it this weekend.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get your input. But last scene, we'll talk about it throughout the show. But seeing what's happening with the media, and you've been seeing a lot of stuff
Oh,
right
yeah.
now. It's come to a point, and like I said earlier in the show, I don't like to say media bias or this and that, but there's an agenda there. I'm telling you right now, there is there. The way they put like that article you found about that person Zit or Ziff.
Ziff Davis, yeah,
Yeah,
the
Davis
publishing group, yep.
Publishing group first for PlayStation. Now he's got IGN.
Mm-hmm.
There's something a bit funny about that, but we'll definitely get into it. Rico, you POS, what's going on with you?
Can y'all hear me?
Just about, punk. What's going on?
Alright, I need.
There you go, that dog shit internet. Once again.
Bruh, for real? Wait, cut on the Tupac.
Let's go, come on. We can hear you now.
Alright, bet. Sean, fuck you, Sean. You hella ugly. I don't like you. Actually, you fugly. It look like you let other people name your kids. It's like you have no. It's like you have an eternal struggle with yourself because the back of your arms float when you in the tub. Dirt.
Shit
The reason why your name is Dirt is because you dark as hell and you look like dirt. What else? Dirt. You know what? You a new animal. You a sea mammoth. You not a sea lion or a sea walrus. You a sea mammoth. What's his name? Javier Obadeo. You did nothing to deserve this, but my son laugh every time I say your name. So you a POS because of that? Because I tell his ass to get off the damn stove and he don't want to listen. But I say Javier Obadeo. He start laughing, then I get kind of offended. So to hell with you too. And to hell with this goddamn dude that want to drive next to me with a goddamn fucking a Walgreens moped like.
You hear this shit, Dave?
I think he hit him. He
You
might
killed
run him
him.
over. That's so
Rico,
funny. Yeah, I
you
hear
cut
it.
out.
I love it.
Rico, you cut out. We'll get
The
you next time,
moped might have got him.
Might have. Hector the Macho Man, what's going on, player?
Oh yeah, Sean Webb. I need in the chat. I need y'all to bow your heads because we got to honor one of the greatest PlayStation CEOs, Jim Ryan. I know what you're thinking. The Macho Man has gone crazy, but without the help from Jim, burning and destroying Sony from within inside, we will never get the chance to say Xbox is great again. I love him for that.
There you go.
I know usually it's dirt going down memory lane, but it's the Macho Man's turn. 5 months ago, ponies had us on the ropes. Redfall was in a horrible state, damn near dog shit. ABK deal was blocked by the CMA, and Phil was getting called off for an interview, which they wanted to, when he kept it real, and they wanted his head. And then we discovered the word pony box. Well, the tables have turned, you musty basement living, hay eating punk bitches. Redfall is getting the love and attention it needed, and I'm gonna give it another chance. ABK will officially be part of the Xbox family, and Phil Spencer is showing why we bots call him the GOAT. Phil is executing the death of Sony. Order 66 is in full effect. Sean Webb, we have a Game of the Year contender. We have studios. We're going to have one of the biggest multiplayers in the gaming industry become first party. 2 real mid-gen console refreshers and a bright future of games. And Webb, I know you're new, but 6 months ago I told Dirt that Sega was going to put the final nail in the coffin of Sony. But I have another crazy idea. I think it's going to be Square Enix. When we buy them, they're going to stab Sony in the side just like Batman got stabbed in The Dark Knight. It is going to be a beautiful scene. I want both of y'all to continue on. Have fun. The Macho Man is out. Oh, yeah.
Great job, man. Great job. I love it.
I love it, bro, man.
But you know what, John? The CEO is definitely a good position to be in. But our favorite CEO, of course, is.
So if this is about competition, let us have competition.
Oh, he showed him, didn't he?
Competition, let's go, player. Let's get Javier over there. What's going on, player?
Man, what the fuck? What did I do to deserve that, though? Earlier from fucking, I think, Rico? Goddamn. Just because your kid laughs at my name?
So much love.
Bro. Anyway, I do got to agree with Macho Man. We have to pour one out for Jim Ryan because in reality, he was becoming one of the best CEOs for fucking PlayStation, man. He was about to make games as a service. He got Bungie in there helping out fucking Naughty Dog because apparently Naughty Dog can't do nothing with multiplayer. Now they have to put their shit on ice, which sad times. We got him crying about ABK, spending all that time whining, complaining, bitching, throwing all their studios under the bus, which was funny. And Pony's still just talking about Xbox, and it's Salty. What the fuck? What is Half-Baked to you? What the Half-Baked, but it's still better than GT7? Make that make sense to me. Like, what? This dude used to be an Xbox guy, and now he just, oh my god, it just turns. That Salt just makes him stupid and makes him delusional, and it's sad to see. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm still trying to download Forza Motorsport, and I'm playing MK online in the process and getting pissed. So, have a good weekend, y'all.
Take care, player. Be safe. Let me just 1 second. We're gonna stop this for a second. What's going on, Mav?
What's up, man? I better not see this time ticking bomb on my ass.
No,
right
that's
now.
it. I don't mind, man. Podcasters, bro. Podcasters are fine, bro. You know, Mav. Rocky with the chat. We're stopping it right now. But Mav, Motorsport. I've seen you 2 hours. I've not seen it all, but you know, you played 2 hours or so. Seeing what's happening with Motorsport right now. Seeing everybody talking about Motorsport. You've been hearing about these clips. I don't know if you listen to like on Twitter, TTS, whoever. Half-Baked, Game Pass fodder. This is what you get when you put in games day and day into a service. A game is 85. It's come to a point, even Webdave, I hope you can answer this as well. It's come to a point that 85 is like a 65 right now. How crazy is that to you to say that 85 is a flop? It's not good. It's half-baked. That's what happens when you put a game like a day and day games into Game Pass. What's your take on that, Mav?
Oh, geez. It's just like, I gotta say, reviewers, for one thing, have just lost their fucking minds the last couple years, dude. I mean, even some of those PlayStation games, honestly, I think should have been rated higher. But regardless of that, these guys are picking and choosing what to have major issues about. Meanwhile, other games come out with huge issues and they just get a free pass all the time. It makes no damn sense. I don't understand it. There's no actual scale that they have universally to actually treat these games fairly upon the same class. And Forza and Starfield are straight up amazing games. They deserve 90 plus. If anybody says that they're not, and who gives a shit? Their opinions don't matter. They ultimately are great games. That if people thinking that it's fodder because it doesn't hit 89 or 90 or whatever the fuck fake ass score they want to put on that line, I gotta say you're full of shit, because that means that every fucking game that releases on your platform is pretty much fodder, right? So, and you got to pay $70 for that. Would you rather pay $70 for fodder or get it in Game Pass? I got a question for you, right? Would you rather pay $70 for that shit, or would you rather get it in Game Pass? Because the games are rating about the same. I personally would rather get games in Game Pass day and date and not have to wait GT7 18 months and that shit's still not in their subscription service 18 months later. Come on now. Really? I mean, there's no truth to this whatsoever. People are full of shit. They're just looking for clicks and attention to be able to prop themselves up and try and make other people feel small. And if ultimately they're threatened by what Game Pass has to offer, because if you look at the lineup for 2024 and going and beyond, potentially what we know, you know that Xbox and Game Pass has game after game after game after game after game, and you have shit to look forward to right now. Absolute shit. After Spider-Man 2, What are you gonna really go and hype up a $70 remaster probably for Last of Us Part 2? Is that what you're really excited for? Is that what you're gonna call anti-fodder? Is that not the definition of a cash grab piece of shit fodder move from PlayStation to fill their pipeline, make you buy that shit all over again? And the only reason they're doing that, mind you, is because it took them 4 years to release the shit on PC. So are PC players going to willfully pay $70 for a 4-year-old port? No, they got to put work into it. They got to upgrade it and everything to make it current. Meanwhile, when they release the game for $70 on PC, guess who gets fucked over? PlayStation guys, because we put this work in to justify the extra cost and everything. We did to put this work in for the PC players. We're going to go ahead and release it for PlayStation players as well. And you get to buy the game all over again, just like every other fucking game that we did. What these people should be doing, what PlayStation gamers should be doing, instead of focusing on Xbox, instead of shitting on Game Pass and all this stuff, they should be asking PlayStation to go day and date on PC, offer cross-buy, offer cross-progression and all that shit, so they don't get fucked over and get that kind of fodder in their lineup when that may be the only thing they have to look forward to in 2024.
Talk that shit, man.
Talk that shit.
I love it.
Dave, same question to you, bro, because I want to bring something up after this.
Yeah.
What about your take on what's been going on in Lab? Well, Mav just brought up some of the points were awesome. So,
hell yeah, Mav is all over it, dude. He is right on it. I love watching the Mav cast when he goes on solo time. Sometimes he does it, and sometimes we go for hours and hours, and it's just like that, man. It was awesome, perfection, Mav. Good job. To me, it's the consistency. A lot of these different journalists, they don't, the ratings and stuff are all over the board, and you can tell a lot of them, especially the ones that are, eccentric to, or prefer the PlayStation. There's little things that give it the bump up where there seem to be a heavier weight or more of a burden for Microsoft to bring up their level of game, and it's absolutely stupid. And until they get this fixed, fuck Metacritic, fuck all that kind of crap. No one's going to care about any of that stuff. It means nothing anymore. It really does. It's a matter of, I listen to Xbox centric podcast when I want to know about an Xbox game, because they're the ones that are going to tell you like it is. When Microsoft has problems, you hear about it from their fan base. They'll let them know. Where PlayStation is like, they're on their knees, the fanboys doing whatever Jim wants. They're right there, doing the whole thing for him. It's just it's sad, but that's unfortunately the way it is. But for us, we know eventually it's going to get to the point to where they're not going to be third place. They may not be number one right away, but at some point the tide's going to start turning, and there's going to be a big monetary shift as far as ad revenue and all those kind of things. People are going to want Xbox content because they're on the Xbox ecosystem. And if those other rags, magazines, online garbage don't catch up and don't follow in line, their subscriptions and their people that watch them are going to go down. So they're eventually going to start, oh, hey, maybe the Xbox wasn't so bad. Maybe it's not so bad. And you just mark my words, within 3 years, it's going to start turning, and it'll be a noticeable change as to what's going on.
Yeah.
100% right. You got to understand, like, what's going on right now. I want to talk about, if you guys have a bit of time, I would love to talk about the ABK deal, because what's going to happen next week is going to be a different ball game. Forget about what's happening this year alone. Game Pass this year alone, let's be real, guys. 2022 was not the best when it comes to the AAA games for the first party, but they did have some decent games in between. But 2023, here right now, the games alone from the first, second, and third party has been incredible. How can you say Game Pass hasn't done shit this year or drop high quality games this year? The only game that's got a dud when you look at the score is Redfall. The rest of the games, 7-8 games, are in the 80s and the high 80s, low 80s and high 80s. It's crazy to me when these guys keep saying Game Pass isn't sustainable. Game Pass has no value. That's what's crazy to me. When you get games like, look, we got the Yakuza games coming in as well. On top of the Forza Motorsport, the Starfields, the Hi-Fi Rush, the Age of Empire games, Minecraft, and Redfall. On top of that, you get the second and third party games. That's what's crazy to me. And if the media keeps pushing this agenda that, you know what, this is the reason why this game got an 85 or 84, or this is the reason why these games are going into Game Pass because they're smaller games. And let me tell you something, a game like Cocoon, I know has got great reviews. I've not played it yet. That's an amazing get. Sea of the Stars, another one, amazing get. These games are beautiful because a lot of people look at these games, you know what, let me put my money somewhere else because I want to buy, for example, either Starfield, Motorsport, or Spider-Man. But if a game like that comes into Game Pass or into a subscription service, that's a bonus for you because you're paying for that. You want as much as you can. Who wants to pay more for their hobbies? Let's be real. Nobody wants to pay more. Do you want to pay more for your energy bills, your gas bills, your car bills? No. If everything can be cheaper, you go towards that. As long as the quality stays, which already 2023 is proven to be. Life for P is a great one, guys. Life for P, everybody goes, that's one of the best Soul-like games out there right now. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, another dope game. Dogtide. So you got to understand, there's so much going on with Xbox right now. I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to bring them down in such a way. How the fuck does a game like Motorsport, personally, like Mav, you played it, I know Dave has not played it, at least be be the same as Forza Motorsport 7? How can you say it's taking a back step compared to Forza Motorsport 7 when the game is better in every department, where it may be missing a few key launches, a couple of tracks, but overall this game is being built from the ground up. It drives better, it sounds better, the car models is better, the game looks better. Some like Mav, you played the game. Has the game taken a step back or has it taken a step forward compared to Motorsport?
Dude, like it's night and day. This is the biggest leap in any major racing franchise that I've seen. Like it's that, GT7. I like GT7, right? I like Gran Turismo. I always have. You know what I mean? But the handling in the cars have always felt just a slightly
Floaty.
the same, and they don't have the floatiness. They don't feel like they have any weight to them. Forza's in the past has always kind of felt the same and slowly progressed, but this one feels completely different. The actual handling and the car physics, what matters the most, the fucking racing, right?
Yes.
Is by far the biggest improvement I've seen. It's by far the most fun simcade type racing game I've ever played. I've been a Forza stan since day one. I've been a Gran Turismo stan since day one. But this shit's all over Gran Turismo, bro. But they're so trying to downplay. People are so trying to downplay Forza Motorsport that they're even trying to bring up clips from Drive Club to compare it to. Drive Club. I've seen this, and I think it was K Mega and some other people were pointing this out. Like, why are you going and try and choose Drive Club as a way to go and try and shit on Forza Motorsport now? If you cared that much about that game, you would have bought it and the franchise would still exist.
That's right.
But it does not, because none of you bought it. There's more. I've seen more Xbox guys being like, I love Drive Club. I bought Drive Club day one. Instead of the PlayStation guys that are actually trying to show clips of it now to try and compare Forza Motorsport.
Yeah.
Like more Xbox guys actually bought that fucking game than PlayStation guys did. And it's insane for these people. And I got to say, in the media too. And I feel like it's a anti-consolidation, anti-Xbox, anti-Game Pass type feeling that permeates through a lot of these people. And we know that it's a fact because they've been outspoken about it against Xbox on social media, including IGN's reviews editor, Dan Stapleton, has actually been very outspoken against that. And when you have some of the biggest profile media sites and other journalists out there talking that and saying that, Xbox is rooting gaming and all this kind of stuff, and they can't be allowed to do this and do that because of whatever. And then you see what's happening with the reviews. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to put two and two together and just realize that these fuckers are just being hard on Xbox for whatever reason, and because they have an agenda. They don't want Xbox to succeed with Game Pass. They want to downplay it because they want to diminish the value, a perceived value that players are getting. When in actuality, if you have 2 eyes for yourself and you actually play these fucking games, you realize how good they are. And none of this other nonsense that people are talking makes any damn sense. And it's like we're living in a fucking crazy world where, you know, you're seeing something, you're playing something, you're like, wait, this is fucking incredible. Like that review that just hit for Metacritic shared yesterday for Starfield, saying Starfield was unambitious. That's the most like opposite statement you could possibly make. That's the definition of what Starfield is to me, is ambition, bro. Like they push things forward so much. The scope of that game is absolutely insane, and they call it unambitious. And then Metacritic themselves has the audacity to actually quote that little part and tweet that weeks after the game has been out. Weeks after the game has been out. You're trying to tell me they're not trying to actually downplay the shit and use Xbox in a negative way to try and increase in their profile of their platforms? This is just a constant thing. And meanwhile, if you call it out, if you call out any kind of discrepancy to a fact, or if you call out like, hey, you're wrong about this, or you missed Xbox on your game lineup for launches, and why did you do this? Why'd you make this mistake? Why this mistake? Then they say, oh, you're a fucking conspiracy theorist. Why are you rage tweeting me? Block, block, block. These guys are fucking pussies, man. I gotta say, they have no right to actually have an opinion when they can't take any actual criticism towards their fact checking, and they claim people are actually being defensive and conspiracy theorists when all we're doing is pointing out that you're a fucking idiot and you don't know how to do your job. At the end of the day, it just is permeated through the community and through games media, and it starts with the clowns like Dan Stapleton, Jason Schreier, all those assholes, and then it spreads because the PlayStation community uses those clowns for fucking talking points, uses the wrong sources for information, because when you quote idiots, you're going to sound like an idiot yourself.
Hell yes.
Subscribe to Game Pass, check the games out for yourself, or buy the game. I don't give a shit what you do, but you have 2 eyes. I made a mistake. I almost watched a Digital Foundry video about Forza.
Shit.
I was like, oh, I'm going to watch this Forza Digital Foundry video. I clicked on it and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I have the game on PC and Xbox. I can see it for myself. I have 2 eyes. Why do I care what they think? Play the games. Play the games, and none of this shit matters. At the end of the day, the table, like Dave said, the tables will turn, because at some point, the value is going to be so crazy that these people cannot ever say anything, and they will just look like idiots when they do. The narrative is changing, especially when PlayStation has no games coming out for them to hype up and talk about. And that's just a fact.
Facts.
That's awesome, lad. Dave, do you want to add something that we can just talk about a bit about the ABK deal if you want?
Well, the only thing I can add to that, great points, man, as always, is that the Game Pass is such a great deal that it's going to continue to grow. And with that, there are games in there now that you're like, you know, oh, well, maybe I didn't get to play it, or I'm not sure about it, or I don't know about it. You know, there are people out there that are like not really big into racing games that may try Forza and be like, holy shit, this game is beautiful. It's amazing. And they can get into it because it has different levels and different, you know, where you can set it to whether you're a novice or you're a pro gamer. So, you know, those kind of things make a difference. They really do. And the opportunities that it's going to afford us in the future and is going to continue to grow. I mean, the ABK deal, tons of new product coming in. Whoever they buy next, tons more product coming in. They're going to pick up more studios. They have the money. They have, after the ABK deal, $90 billion of cash on hand to spend, and that's their budget after ABK. Holy shit, dude. So just hold on to your hats. The next couple of years, whoo, man, we're going to be eating good, and it's going to be green eggs and ham for all of us.
Xbox has another major first-party release coming this year. It's called Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah, that's the one. Talking about the ABK stuff, once we get there, let me get these 2 supers from Skywalker with a sticker. Shout out to you, bro, with the $3, and Hector the Macho Man. He goes, Mob for President 2024, and the homie Hyperfan Gaming Dev for Vice President. Shout out to you, homie.
Got my
now
vote.
talking about, we'll close out with this ABK deal, guys. 18, well, fucking nearly 2 years now, guys. It's coming up to 2 years in Jan. it's been a crazy 19, 20 months. Next week, they're saying this is it. Home run, baby. They address all the concerns when it comes to the CMA. ABK, the FTC, they're doing whatever they want to do. Guys, I'll start with you, Web. What's going to happen next week? When these ponies were trying to talk that shit, them pieces of shits on Twitter were talking that shit, they were so happy when the CMA were blocking the deal. They were so happy when the FTC was suing. They were tagging the senator, the presidents, you name it, everybody on Twitter. But it was funny to me when you see some of the clips on Twitter, and some of the guys were saying, I don't care about ABK deal. It doesn't matter. Microsoft will still be last. Who cares if ABK becomes part of Microsoft? Who cares if they drop the game like Call of Duty, Diablo, and other future games into day one into Game Pass? It doesn't make a difference. But when the deal got blocked when the CMA went for block on in May time, they were celebrating. But right here, right now, guys, we are 1 week away. The deal is going down. No matter what, it's closing next week. Webdave, where are you at right now with ABK deal? How are you feeling about it? And what are you looking forward to when it comes to like ABK coming on board? And obviously, you're the Game Pass subscriber. I believe there's a few first-party games that are unannounced from ABK. I think they're going to become exclusive. We listened to the court documents and the court hearings. We heard about Indiana Jones from there. We heard about certain things that Phil's getting pissed off. He doesn't like the way Sony's doing business. He needs to do the same. The way Sony's playing on the field, I need to play the same on the field. But ABK deal 1 week away. Where you at, Playboy?
Well, since day one, I've 100% this deal is going to go through, and there was really technically, and they talked about it early. There's no reason, because there's no there. There is no reason why this deal shouldn't go through. There's no monopoly. All that kind of people still say it to this day. It's going to be a monopoly. You're retarded. You have no idea what you're talking about if you think it's going to be a monopoly. That's not how this works. And the ability that they're still going to be able to get COD is good for them, good for everybody. So that, I mean, it makes sense because it's a money making machine, and Microsoft in the end, they like making money. So good on them. Keep that going. Keep that kind of thing going. But there's going to be a lot of exclusives, a lot, and even games that are like not available now that we're going to be able to get in Game Pass. Either day and date or Diablo. Do you think it'll come next week? Probably not.
Yeah,
but will it come in the next 6 months? Probably. Maybe to be a nice Christmas gift from Microsoft, or maybe the beginning of the year. They have the ability now to, like, as it starts to, as all these great games are going into Game Pass, there's some of the bigger titles that they can drop in, and they can be like strategic now. Like, okay, cool, Forza dropped here. Well, now we have something from ABK that we didn't have before. Let's put it over here. And, so that there's a constant flow of games coming into Game Pass forever now. I mean, it's just the way it's going to be. There is no more, no games this year. That's that. They have made sure that is done. And the best thing about it, and I still love this clip from day one, especially as a laugh, when we hear Phil Spencer. And next week, we're going to hear another roundtable from Phil Spencer.
This is about delivering great exclusive games for you that ship on platforms where Game Pass exists.
And that's what it's all about. The ABK deal is about Game Pass. It's about mobile. It's about just this juggernaut that is gaming, and Phil is giving it all to us. And he's amazing. That's all I can say. People saying Phil should be fired. You're stupid if you think that's going to happen, because that's not going to happen. Phil for president, maybe. Yeah. There you go.
You know what's crazy? You bring up a great point. The reason why they want Phil, I'm not sure when you guys came into this community when it was last year or not, but the reason why they want Phil Spencer fired right now, because what he's doing right now. He's a gamer, but the way he's moved up in the Microsoft ladder has been incredible. The way he's moved Xbox up to the ladder, made it one of the pillars in Microsoft, made Satya Nadella. Play that clip, Webdave.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know what? And then I hit the wrong button. There we go.
So if this is about competition, let us have competition.
Yep.
That's right. Bringing the main man, saying that if it's about competition, let's bring it. You want to do gaming? You want to buy publishers and studios? Let's go. Phil managed to do that, and that's the reason why they want him out right now. Last generation, when I was doing podcasting in 2018, they were laughing at Phil because he had the Sea of Thieves, the State of Decay, the crackdowns. They were laughing. They were making fun of Phil. But as soon as things started to change around, when Phil announced studios, then publishers, and then this publisher, that's when they started to think, oh shit, there's a problem right now. Phil's a gamer. He understands the gaming business. He's done what he's done for Xbox. Nobody has ever done it. A gaming CEO made a game console a part of Microsoft, one of the richest companies in the world, made a game console, the gaming division, part of Microsoft, a pillar. That's what they want Phil Spencer fight for. And you talking about Game Pass, like Mav, when it comes to Game Pass, when it comes to any subscription service, if it's movies, TV shows, like Disney, Netflix, you need content. About 7 years ago, Netflix was dog shit to me. All of a sudden, Netflix is dropping all kind of content. Amazon is still okay. Disney Plus, they start doing them TV shows, movies as well. You need content, and content is king. That's content. Content is key. King, sorry. That's what they need. ABK. That's what they need. Publishers. That's what they need. Studios to feed Game Pass. Because when you're making money every month, recurring money every month, that's how you feed the beast. That's the only way you can do it. To put brand new games in like Call of Duty and the future games from ABK, future games from ZeniMax as well, people are going to look at that service. Do you know what? I can't deny it. I need to subscribe to that. Do I need the Xbox? You don't need the Xbox. I have a PC. I have a tablet. I have the Asus ROG or the Steam Deck. Let me sign up to Game Pass. But like Mav, next week is going down. Where you at, Playboy? Are you going to be celebrating?
Oh yeah, I'll be dancing on the graves of Lena Khan and was it Sarah Cardell from the CMA and Jim Ryan and all these PlayStation trolls and fanboys, and you'll have people like Dan Stapleton and Jason Schreier crying. Remember when he said, "If I was anybody else in the industry, I would just go and call the FTC right now. This is ridiculous. This can't be done." Fucking loser. So I'll be dancing on their graves. Jason has come. It's fitting. It's Friday the 13th. Jason has come through, wiped all of them out in the most vicious and savage ways possible. And then at the end of the day, Jason takes off his mask and, oh, look, it's fucking Phil Spencer. Woo! Absolutely rolled through and annihilated every single one of you on the path to victory to getting ABK done on Friday the 13th. A dark day for many in those communities, and I can't wait for it. It's going to be so damn exciting. Knowing what everybody is going to be putting into the subscription service. And it's you're very right, Sean, when you say that you need content for subscription services. You mean to tell me that old games and old movies ain't gonna cut it? Yeah, they ain't gonna cut it. If you want to have a successful subscription service, you got to put shit in there. Like Xbox has been on fire with Game Pass, and this entire year, this past month and going forward, even in the next month, is going to be absolutely insane. There's way too much stuff to even keep up with, and it's all variety too, right? You have games made for all different kinds of people, and ABK is just going to add to that list. Wait till Xbox gets to tout the player counts of COD, right? Yeah. They get to put out there 100+ million players this game, in like in 2 months, and then meanwhile PlayStation's like, well, we sold 3 million copies of Horizon Forbidden West in 2 months for $70. Yay! Congratulations! You'll sell it again in 2 years on PC and then rip everybody else off again. I'm sorry if people aren't going to be excited for The Last of Us Factions Part 2. Factions on Ice Edition, or whatever the fuck is remake is going to be called, or remastered. It's just not going to cut it. You got to have new games. You got to have content. You got to have a pipeline. And guess what? All of this stuff that Microsoft is doing is also benefiting those idiots that hate it as well. Because at the end of the day, if they just take their heads out of PlayStation's ass and smell the roses for once, they can actually buy an Xbox or just get Game Pass and play on PC or whatever, and realize that you can buy those games and it's going to be ABK games and all this stuff as well. You buy it, you get to play it wherever the fuck you want, PC, Xbox, or you can also play in the cloud, mobile, or whatever. And you can't do that on PlayStation. They have absolutely sat on their asses on the highs of the PS4 era, thinking that, hey, this is going to work forever. We're going to transform all of our studios into huge single player action adventure story based game manufacturers, and it's going to be what we live on, right in the high. Hell yeah, we can do it. 999. We got, oh yeah, this is great. Nobody can stop us now. Oh wait, we're not making enough money. We're losing players. People are getting sick of this. What do we do? Oh, hey, we'll just turn all of these single player studios and turn them all into games of service studios. That's going to work, right? Is everybody excited for every franchise that we made popular over the last 10 years turning into a games of a service game? No? Oh, shit. Looks like we fucked up again. Oh, no. What are we going to do? Oh, I guess we're going to have to shut that down, lay people off, close this down, put shit on ice. Bungie took a look at it. They said it sucks ass. Oh, my God. What are we going to do? Oh, I guess we just got to figure shit out now. Hey, Jim, you done fucked us, bro. Bye. We got to fix this. Have a nice day. What are we going to do? Oh, shit, there's panic. We have no games for 2024. What's happening? I'm fucking spitting now because it's like,
love it, bro.
Dude, I just can't. I can't understand how people don't see this shit, dude. It's
they don't see it, like Mav. Trust me, they don't see the shit. The reason why they don't see it because these guys created a narrative back in the Xbox One generation. That's what it was. Everything they created is slapped them back in the face. I remember leading into this generation. I used to go against the big ponies. You name it, the Porterog, the J-Dubs. All of them ponies, I've been on podcasts with them. So that's where I come from, yeah? So I know what they take. I know what they believe and what they were saying back then. They were saying PlayStation sticks to the right way, the old ways, the traditional ways. That's the way you do it. But the problem is, times are changing right now. Us guys are like the older generation right now. Our kids are the new generation. The way they consume the gaming content, the content on gaming is totally different towards us.
Totally different.
Totally different. They don't even know what a telephone is, like a wired telephone from home. Everything's mobile for them, digital, online. What is the DVD? What is the 4K Blu-ray? They don't know this kind of stuff right now. Everything is changing. In front of our eyes, everything is changing right now. So they were saying PlayStation is sticking to the old ways. That's the right way to do it. It's always been like that since the 70s. No, you got to go with the times. You have to go with the times. Jim Rance came out, he talked about the 10 and 20 million ain't enough anymore because budgets are going higher and higher. If you're making high quality AAA games, getting people to do mocap, voice actors, it costs a lot of money. Callisto Protocol is a prime example. $162 million. That game barely did 2.5 million, 3 million. It flopped. The directors left the studio. So it's difficult. Like in this generation, it's much difficult because the free-to-play games have taken over. That's what kids are playing right now. That's what the new generation is playing right now. Even the elders are playing that right now on Twitch streams because they're making money out of it. So it's a different ball game. So PlayStation had to do something different. When I was on them dog shit podcasts back in the days, going against them ponies, do you know what they said to me, Mav and Dave? They said, don't worry about it. Let PlayStation make the first party over-the-shoulder games, third-person games. We'll have Call of Duty. It sells the best on PlayStation anyway. We'll let the multiplats do that. We'll make the single-player games, the games that everybody wants, the games that everybody buys. And we'll let the multiplats make the multiplayer games. When I was saying Halo has a multiplayer, Gears of War has a multiplayer, even Forza has like a multiplayer. All of these games have multiplayer aspects to them. They said we don't need why make multiplayers? Why should Sony waste money on making a multiplayer game when they can make single player games and get the marketing deal such as Call of Duty? Why? The game is changed right now. You see what's happening right now. Call of Duty, that marketing is over after this. It's done. It's going to be associated with Xbox. The game is changing right now, and that's what it is. A lot of these dudes are upset that flip-flop or upset because they created a narrative that PlayStation sticks to the right way. Everything that PlayStation does is gold standard. That's the way it should be. Nope. Even Colin Moriarty, Sacred Symbols, he has said some stupid shit, in my opinion. He said some wild shit. And he said it again, Game Pass isn't sustainable. How can you compare Microsoft and Sony on the same boat? They are a different league. Microsoft does their business in a totally different way compared to Sony. You do what you do within your budget. You only can do so much. You think Sony can go out there and spend $70 billion in cash on someone like Activision? No. They go buy someone like Bungie. That's what you do. You buy someone like 3-4 billion. That's the best you can do. Microsoft's on a different playing field right now. And that's what the problem is. These dudes are hating Microsoft because they're spending money. And they don't like it. And the way Game Pass is rolling right now, when you actually believe in something, guys, imagine this. Actually believing that Game Pass is dog shit. Game Pass will never be it. Game Pass, these games like Call of Duty, Mooch, for example, Mooch used to say that if Game Pass can get a game like Call of Duty, that's when we're talking. Mooch used to say that. What's happening right now, guys? That's happening. 2023, that is happening right now. Call of Duty will be there day one in Game Pass, maybe next year. This is what it is. They created all of them narratives. They've been talking that shit for multiple years. It's come back and slapped them in the face. That's why a lot of these guys are trying to dog shit on every Xbox game, trying to get Phil Spencer fired. Game Pass is unsustainable. It doesn't work. Because what they said back then, they actually believed it. But now they've seen it with their own eyes that, you know what we said back then is not true. It's changing. Game Pass is sustainable. Xbox is buying more studios. Xbox is buying publishers. They're owning shit. Xbox is putting the games everybody's talking about Xbox in a positive light. That's what it is, guys. And that's what's crazy to me. You're gonna see so much happen next week that I don't know what's gonna happen. What's the meltdowns? Like, what do you think? Who do you think is gonna have a meltdown? Is gonna be like MBG, DC guy. Like, I can't wait to see what's gonna happen next week. What are they gonna say? Corruption? Max are paid off the FTC or the CMA. Next week it's gonna be different because Microsoft's gonna own ABK. That's home. That's gonna be home. When the ZeniMax deal went down, it didn't hit them until that roundtable. What you talked about, the clip you played, Webdave. When Phil Spencer said, if you're gonna play ZeniMax games in the future, the only way you're gonna play that is through Game Pass, where Game Pass exists. They actually believe Starfield was gonna be multiplayer. They actually believe Fallout 5 was gonna be multiplayer. Only to find out them games are exclusive, and that's what they worried about ABK, because I believe there's about 3-4 games that's unannounced from ABK, and that they might be exclusive, and they're worried about the future because Xbox is buying people, buying studios, where Sony can't do it on the same level. That's why they came out with that reason. Why can't Xbox do it organically? Why can't they cultivate studios? That's the reason why they came out with that, guys. Yeah, and that's the reason why they came out with that, because they know Sony can't do that shit. Like, Mav, next week, you know it's gonna be crazy, bro. And what's the excuse? Well, Microsoft, they got that much money, they should have done it organically like Sony does. That's the excuse they're gonna come out with. Watch what happens to the studios. And I can't wait next week, bro. Guys, all I'm gonna say is it's a celebration. And I can't wait to see everybody's reaction. I can't wait to see you guys go live when that deal happens. If I'm around, well, TTS is on Friday. If it happens on Friday, I'll just do TTS. But I just can't wait, man. Like, just be ready. A lot of guys will come after you. Just keep talking shit. That's what I gotta say to you guys.
You just gotta be ready, man. And first off, I don't give a shit what any of those fake ass, disingenuous content creators that just milk their idiot fan bases for memberships and super chats and money have to say about this.
Amen.
Because their opinions are fake as shit anyway. It's going to be interesting seeing what the salt is from like the Schreiers and like the Dan Stapletons and like
Gaming and these guys.
Yeah, fuck, he doesn't matter. But it's going to be interesting to see what is coming off from like the articles and stuff from some of the games media, and I think there's going to be some salt there as well, and there's going to be some interesting tweets saying like, this is a dark day for gaming. Remember this, Friday the 13th, 2023, the day when gaming died. Microsoft bought ABK. And I'm going to be like, fuck yeah, more games to Game Pass, baby. Woo! Let's go. And those Sony guys would be celebrating if they were able to get it. But the thing is, the reason why they're really upset is because Microsoft actually backs Xbox, like you said, and they got a lot more money. They can actually afford to make this move. I'm sorry if you can't afford it, Sony. You're going to go and get the shit you can afford and do what you can. But at the end of the day, it ain't enough because Microsoft got the bag and they're bringing the value to Game Pass, which is going to benefit me as a consumer. And at the end of the day, that's all I care about. I don't care if Microsoft's overspending. I don't care about any of that shit. Fuck them. I want the games. And if I get the games that I used to buy every damn year in Game Pass and I don't have to buy them anymore, hip, hip, hooray, hip, hip, fucking hooray. I'm so happy
Hell
for
yes.
that. And I will be celebrating. And it's going to be amazing to see the salt, because who gives a shit about any of their dumbass opinions at the end of the day when they're in the wrong here? Would they rather have seen ABK just completely dissolve into the miserable pit of disgustingness that they were stuck in at the time? Would they rather see somebody else like Amazon or Apple go and get them, because they're the only other ones that would have been able to afford that deal? Somebody had to get them, and you best believe you better be glad it's fucking Microsoft, because we get the benefit from that as consumers instead of the other shit that could have happened. So stop talking stupid nonsense. Those idiots that listen to those other content creators and channels, get your head out of their asses. They are just misinforming you all the way, just trying to take advantage of you for clicks and money and all this shit when they actually don't believe a damn thing they're saying themselves. It's going to be interesting, bro. I can't wait for it, and I'm gonna relish in it, bro. We're gonna be, like I said, dancing on the graves of all the naysayers and people that celebrated when they thought the ABK was done. Right? Remember that? You know, oh, the CMA tries to block the deal. Oh, it's done. It's done. It's not happening. Yeah, it's happening. It's happening, and we as consumers should be celebrating.
You know, like before we close out, let me get these super chats.
Oh,
We got SSJ Omega with the 2. One by one, Microsoft is taking down all of the ops. Facts, bro. And I want Mav to read this the last one. 1 second. Not this one. 1 second. Lord Starkiller with the 5. Because after ABK completes, let's see what the Pony podcast from Salty, Colin, Reforge, and MBG will have to say. Most likely some biased PS crap. Now, Mav, I want you to read this here. Read this super chat for me.
Okay, this one that's up on the screen now. Microsoft is going to be a monopoly. Good. Yeah, okay. Whatever. Yeah, it's fine.
Good.
Monopoly my ass. Okay. First off, you know how many publishers and game developers there are in the gaming industry? There's thousands and thousands of them. And you know how many games get created and new studios and all this shit gets formed every year? It takes one random developer sometimes, one person who decides to no-life it for 3 years and create the next thing that just completely takes off and emerges into the next biggest thing in gaming. That is possible with the gaming space. It's happened time and time again. Remember games like Minecraft? Remember when Epic actually was a pretty good sized developer? You know, they made Gears of War and they've done, you know, Unreal Tournament, all this stuff. All of a sudden they launched Fortnite. Oh, they're just fucking explode into one of the biggest publishers out there. Then they decide, hey, we're going to go ahead and release a storefront as well to try and compete with Steam. It's always evolving, such a dynamic industry, and absorbing ABK into Microsoft is not going to be anywhere near considered monopoly. In fact, they would have to buy like 100 more studios, publishers, probably, to even scratch the surface of that area, because there's so much damn shit out there. And there's always room for people to make video games. The access to the engines and everything is very simple and easy and inexpensive to get into. Creating AAA games can be very expensive, but a lot of these studios and platforms and publishers take off by making smaller games that explode. And then they go up and they go up and they improve and they improve. They acquire one thing, then they acquire the next. It's very organic and dynamic. So any monopoly talk is just absolutely ridiculous.
Next week, be ready for the next week. Now, Webdave, let's close it out. Anything else to say before we close it out?
Well, the one thing that ponies do have to look forward to, no matter what, is foam stars. So there you go. You got your foam stars. Get your foam on,
guys.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Don't forget as well. Do you remember? Even like with foam stars, they got something coming as well. Shout out to Jim Ryan for this.
Enough from me. We're gonna have the games do our talking.
PlayStation.
Movie Pass.
time.
Don't forget about Movie Pass. Let me close it out, guys. I don't want to keep talking that shit. I can't. Next week, man. I can't wait. It's gonna be a lot of fun, man. Like, Webdave, where can they find you, Playboy?
Oh man, I'm everywhere. No, I'm just kidding, man. It's I guess the easiest way to find me would be to at Outbreak Gamers on YouTube. That's probably the easiest way to find me,
Yeah.
or Webdave on X, Twitter. So yeah, and Matt, I'm glad you jumped on, buddy.
Yeah, it's good to see you. I know. Thought Dirk looked a little different. Like maybe you've been inside too long. You need to get out into the sun a little bit. You know, like it just looked a little different. But oh, it's Dave. Makes sense.
Yeah, he told me he needed to go before the show. He had something
Yeah.
up. So, what about you, Mav?
Oh yeah, we got a show tonight. Xbox Ultimate Podcast.
What
10
time is that
PM.
show? What time do you do it?
You'll be asleep, Sean. It's at 10 p.m. Eastern time. So
Oh shit, it'd be like 4 o'clock. Yeah, in the
yeah,
morning.
you'll be passed out. But yeah, it's Xbox Ultimate. We're gonna have a blast tonight over on Fun Speculation on YouTube. So if you want to find any of our shows, just search up Fun Speculation. We got 4 shows. Monday, Fun Speculation Podcast, also at 10 p.m. Eastern. Tuesdays, Fun Pop for movies and talk like that. And then Thursday, PM in the PM. Pong Soul and I went live last night at 7 p.m. Eastern time, like we do every week, and just have a great discussion there as well.
Great show.
Let me put
Thanks,
the link.
bro.
I'll put the link in the chat for you guys. 1 second.
Thanks, Sean.
No, it's all good, bro. Like, I like to rock out with the real people. You know, the people are flip flop. They can kiss my ass. The real recognize real. That's what I like about you guys. You know, I always talk about this with Dirt and the homies. Like, I can tell that guy's solid. This guy's good and that. Like, the guys here, all of us. Imagine us guys flip now, Mav. Imagine the shit talking we do here right now. Then, for example, next year, Xbox has a dog shit year. We flip. How would these people feel? Like, how would the homies in the chat feel? Like, yo, these guys have been talking that shit about PlayStation, ponies, you name it, the media guys. Now, all of a sudden, they're talking shit about Xbox. That's what happened in 2019, guys. That's what a lot of things happened in 2019.
And it's different from like criticism at times when you got to be critical, than just to completely change your fucking whole identity and persona and your channel into completely something else. All of a sudden, your green thumbnails turn blue. That's so freaking weird, man. and I've seen that happen too. It's like, hey guys, you know, I think Xbox sucks now because they put games day and date on PC, and you just all of a sudden like love PlayStation games. Like, hey, cool. You know what? For me, I love Xbox, I love PlayStation and Nintendo, but I got issues right now a lot with both PlayStation and Nintendo and some of the stuff that they've done, and I want better for me as a consumer, right? And I got to call it like it is. And it has been for a long time. Xbox has given me more of what I want, and that's just what it's all about. And especially when it comes to value. So,
100%. I'm sure you guys will talk, because I don't give a shit about Nintendo. Obviously, I love Mario, but I've only played 2 games on the Switch. The kids played a bit, but the main 2 games were Luigi Mansion and Mario Odyssey. After that, I sold that bitch. But I'm sure you'll talk about the Nintendo rumors, the 450. They're coming out with 2 different models.
Yeah.
So like
I would hope so. I'm just sick of the fucking Switch looking like blurry dog shit on my TV. You know what I mean? Like,
shit, bro.
I'll be happy when they actually release a device that looks solid on a TV, and then I can pretend I'm playing a Nintendo console again instead of a handheld that's looks like crap on it.
Well, they're saying it's $450 and $400. They're saying for the new one. We'll see what it's about. But guys, let me close that. Let me give a shout out to the one and only, the homie, the marketing director, Kid Smooth, for this.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.